like I had for a brief period.
Hey,
It's awesome.
It's Ren Tezuka from the Katawa Shoujo series.
We're
Oh
live,
my god,
guys.
it's
We
a
are?
pumper.
Oh fuck. That was out of nowhere.
Wait, what happened?
We're
We're
live.
We went live 2 minutes ago.
Wait, what?
No, we went live 15 seconds ago.
Oh shit. Okay.
Where's the CD?
I'm gonna text CD real quick and make sure he knows.
Oh yeah, because it's different from our usual time.
Yep.
CD,
What? It
get
says
on here.
past
We're
broadcast.
finishing.
What the dickens?
What in the world? What
Oh,
in the
great
ever-loving
heavens.
marshmallow?
I'm glad the Azrael smoking a blunt has not moved.
Wait.
That's not his name, Ralsei.
I was about to say. The inner Undertale fan was like fighting to get out to like.
Wow,
slander you
guys,
for
that
mixing
is
that up.
instantly anything
cut them
Toby
down.
Fox on the bingo.
Woo! I
mean,
didn't even
it's
have
in
to
the
work
title
for
of the
it.
stream.
Wait, going out in a blaze of glory?
Yeah. Or the
That's an
alternative-
Undertale reference?
No. The fucking
Is it
Azrael on the
420?
screen. Or the
Oh
Ralsei.
wait, shoot, sorry.
Yeah,
I
but
thought you
if
said
nobody
title.
brings it up, if nobody actually says anything about it, then we're fine. But
That's
we've
true.
gotten on a tangent specifically about it at this point, so I think it
Yeah, good
qualifies.
point. All right, real quick. Do we want to just
you.
get started? I'm sorry, CD, but
Yes.
I already
Sure.
sent CD a message, so we'll see if he shows
All right,
up.
we gotta go.
We got to zoom.
I'm not gonna Google that. I'm not gonna Google it. Just start reading.
Ikuzo yarodamo.
No.
Yorokobe shonen.
I don't know
My
how
pen-
to say move it in
One-
Japanese, so.
I'm eating yogurt.
What? My pen.
Yeah, get
I was,
Just go, just go.
my pen busily scrawls onto a slowly filling page of my notebook. My other hand remains on the page of a reference book I borrowed from the library, marking my spot as my eyes flicker to and fro.
Come on, there we go.
As I work, I occasionally mark red circles or underlines into the photocopied sheets of paper that lie on the table in front of me. Where did we leave off? I feel like I'm
Yeah,
missing
I'm
something.
confused as well, but we'll figure it out as we go.
Hanako just came back after locking herself up in her room, and we had the conversation with Miki.
Oh, with Mickey and Lily, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
Wanting a change of scenery from the library and to avoid the distractions of the classroom, I decided to make use of the Shanghai for some quiet study time. It ended up being nice and quiet, as expected, and being able to get coffee while I study is a nice bonus. Hanako may have returned to her normal self since she came out of her room, but I've done quite the opposite. Daily routine may have returned to us, but I feel as if I'm a different person. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not. It's only been a few days, after all, since I decided I wanted to try and get out of the rut I found myself in after my accident. But I want to change, and I'm now actively working towards that goal. Or at least, I would like to think that I am. This is impossible. Brute forcing this isn't gonna work. What's more, I have another piece of writing I have to do after this. I fear that's going to be no easier. I look
barely
I
a
look up-
noise.
I look up in mild surprise to the source of the tentative voice. Tentative. Yuko stands at the head of the table with a damp towel in hand. Clearly having taken the opportunity to clean the tables while no other patrons were around, she looks curious. Her eyes as much on my own work as me. What's the matter?
I was just wondering, what sort of getting in trouble?
Oh, it's just history. I'm fine with science and math, so I'm trying to get my other subjects up to par. Yuko looks positively delighted at this development. I feel like I just chose the right answer on some big quiz show.
Fuck.
Wait. Do you mind if I take
Yeah,
Yuko
you-
back for now and just do it in the normal voice?
Yeah, you can do it.
Alright. Oh. I think I can help you with that.
Fucking in the middle of the stream changes voices.
Let's
That is
go.
A-okay.
That's right. This is the kind of quality you expect from the Empire's game.
I would expect nothing less from us.
I would expect nothing more.
Yeah, I was about
That's
to say.
what I meant.
If you don't mind, of course.
I briefly consider turning down the offer because she sucks, in order not to cause her too much trouble, but she looks so excited about this for me to do it. It would be mean to shoot her down like that after such a reaction. If you're willing to help, I'd really appreciate it. She claps her hands together and quickly deposits her towel on the counter, before returning and taking a seat across from me. I take my notebook off the top of the textbook and hand it over for her to peruse.
So, you're studying studying the Edo period?
Yeah, I'm not really much good at this though. She takes the textbook and reads a few pages from a random section near the middle for a bit, but the aura of enthusiasm she'd been radiating previously is rapidly sapping away. I'm guessing this isn't the kind of history you were expecting?
Unfortunately not. My main area is European history, especially in the classical era. Sorry.
She looks a bit downcast, but as she carefully closes the book and lays it back down on the table, her face perks up again.
Would you like another cup of coffee?
Say yes,
Hmm?
Hisao.
Oh yeah, sure. I wonder what time it is. I reach forward and get my book back as Yuko gets up, takes my mug, and slowly walks to the counter to make another brew. As usual, she's absolutely silent as she does this. Every ounce of her concentration is focused on not tripping over or dropping this plain white mug. I take the opportunity to lay back and relax for a bit, the hum of the coffee machine filling the otherwise quiet air. It's small details like that which makes me realize how much I've come to appreciate the little things in life. The peace and quiet of the local town, the discipline and order of Yamaku, the green of the trees that were so rare in my home city, the relaxed pace at which the aging residents live their life. Everything feels so certain. It's comforting.
What do I feel like that's all about to come crashing down?
What? This isn't an apocalypse game.
It's Katawa
I
Shoujo.
don't
Something's
know.
gonna find a way.
First of all, Kenji. Second of all, I don't know, man. This feels like the high moment before we go plummeting down.
That could be true. I can feel myself beginning to nod off when the sound of the mug coming to rest on a table grabs my attention. Seems like it arrived not a moment too soon. Yuko takes her previous seat once again as I pick myself up and bring a hand around to the mug to check its temperature. It's just a little too hot to drink right away, so I blow on it a little.
It's a shame you don't like history all that much. I sort of guessed you might be more into science.
How do you figure?
Jeez.
You've nearly read out the entire science fiction section of the library already. It wasn't hard to notice.
You got a good point there. Ender's Game is pretty good, and the author, even better.
I feel like that's.
What?
Wait.
Movie sucked. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I was making a joke about Scott Orson Card, but whatever.
I think I
Scott
no.
Orson
I
Card's
think you're
kind of a
right.
terrible person. That's the joke.
I don't remember too much about that debate.
Isn't he very anti-Semitic?
Oh,
Yeah, uses his platform to spread a lot of bigoted views.
Yes. Thank you. Always great to see.
I didn't read that.
Oh, what
We
the
got
fuck?
we got caught on the Scott Orson Card thing.
Hisao, you just held your mouth open for 30 seconds.
Well, what can I say? You've pegged me just about right. You sound like you really take an interest in history, though, especially considering how specific you were about it. Did you study in that area or something? Go on digs overseas? She giggles nervously at the thought.
I got some sick digs right here.
Damn
Oh my
straight.
god. I'd like to visit the Mediterranean sometime and see the old architecture and art for myself, but I don't think I could trust myself to handle such delicate things.
Gonna have to agree with you there, Yuko.
I'm saving up to formally study it in university, although I read up on it whenever I have free time outside of work.
So Miki was right about her university aspirations. Considering how she fares as a waitress, a more theoretical path may suit Yuko better. It's nice to hear that she has some ambitions, though, considering how hard she works. I nod and take a careful sip of my coffee. By now it's cooled to the right temperature, so I begin to drink while keeping an eye on the book below, trying to read at the same time. A few minutes pass quietly, Yuko looking out the window and watching the world go by while I have my coffee and study. A movement catches my eye, and I look up to see Yuko smiling and waving to someone outside. Following her gaze surprisingly reveals the someone to be Hanako. She is looking at us from the side of the street across from where we are. Her usually all too visible timidity is largely absent, probably thanks to there being so few people around us right now. Evidently, she decides to join us, as after a little wave, she gives a quick glance up and down the street and crosses toward the side of the cafe is on. The familiar doorbell to the Shanghai rings out as Hanako enters and makes her way towards the table we're sitting at. Say it. Say it.
Howdy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Good afternoon.
I'm so confused.
Howdy, Hanako. What's up?
Nothing. I'm just going for a walk. Since the weather was nice.
Yeah, I can really tell by the weather that I can't see. I thought it was night this whole time.
I'm not gonna lie.
So
So
like, Hisao, a second cup of coffee at 9. You should be on your third.
You guys have a caffeine dependency.
You mention
you have no
nothing.
idea.
Hey, it's not a
I
dependency.
like how one of
if
you just
really
accepts it and the
enjoy
other one is like, shut your mouth.
I
It's
had
not a
4
dependency
shots.
if you really enjoy it.
I've had 4 shots of espresso today.
Wait.
But I have
You-
not, like,
Leo.
relaxed a single time today,
5.
so.
Well, you can relax now. We're reading a visual novel.
Truly relax.
But
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
for fuck's sake.
yeah, I get what you mean. I'm glad I decided to study here instead of the library. It's comfortable in here, thanks to that. Better than the sometimes quite stuffy library. I look to Yuko, who nods.
Oh, I thought he was saying this out loud, and I was like, is Yuko not here?
It's a nice. Wait.
It's
it's-
nice.
It's a nice. Somebody's been watching the Mario movie trailer.
Bold
I
of you to
haven't
assume
even
Chris
watching the
Pratt's
American
actually
one.
doing an Italian accent.
Dude, it's.
He's been watching the French one. Give him.
He's
Don't
been
get me
watching
started.
the-
That
It's
somehow
a
sounds
nice. It's just a shame that summer can last forever.
like- This is now Yuko's voice.
I think it
Oh,
is.
Only we could get it
fuck,
to
what
work
have we
with the
done?
speed thing.
God,
Oh my-
no!
Whiskers, you ask too much.
Just
Asking you shall receive.
Oh gosh. Oh wait, sorry. Would you like a drink?
Alright, in the Leoverse, it is now canon. Yuko is Chris
Is
Pratt.
played by Chris Pratt. Yeah, that's right.
well, just look. Green eyes, red hair,
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
fake Italian.
Yeah.
Hanako shakes her head. Thankfully, it's enough to calm Yuko back down.
How are you doing with studying?
Okay, ish. Oh yeah. Have you talked with Lilly?
I'm interested too. How is she doing?
It is genuinely throwing me off and making it harder to do my accent when I hear a fucking Italian accent.
An Italian.
All we gotta do is
Italian
get
cowboy walking
Lily and
through a
Akira
coffee
up in
shop.
here, and then we'll have cowboy, Italian,
God.
Scottish, and something vaguely European.
Oh my god.
Shit.
It's getting worse and worse.
Maybe
I gotta
if
see
you,
what
if you
Italian
ever
people
do
actually sound like.
if you ever do a skit
Just
for
watch a
any
bunch of
Katawa Shoujo
Lionfield
streams,
videos, Priest.
What is that?
Lionfield,
Sorry.
you remember the Voglia de Te song?
Hmm.
They're the people who sing Voglia de Te, but they also
What were you
have
saying?
Oh.
like a YouTube Shorts TikTok thing going. They speak
All
in
right.
English for that, so you can see how an Italian accent sounds.
Oh, sweet.
Hmm.
Thanks.
What were
Marat,
you
what were
saying,
you
Marat?
saying? Yeah.
I was gonna say if you ever make a skit for like one of the Katawa Shoujo streams, that would be a good idea.
Oh, the
Oh,
different
yeah.
accents.
All of the different accents in one room having a conversation.
If we ever
Hmm.
do like memes or whatever, quote memes, that is going to be one wild ride.
All right. He's enjoying it, I think.
I think that's all we're gonna get out of her. Being around Yuko is tensing her up.
Ah, it would be so nice to travel to Scotland. Green fields, castles, lovely small towns, men in the kilts, interesting history. Oh,
I
wow.
can't say I see the appeal of men in kilts myself. It does seem like a picturesque place, though.
Oh
As we
shit.
talk, the jingle of the doorbell rings again. Hanako is startled, noticing Yuko's panic expression at the prospect that she might have to leave customers to wait a handful of seconds due to her chatter with us. Yuka gives us a quick bow, then hastily skitters over and greets the new customers, an elderly man and his wife. I watch her for a bit, craning my head around to get a good view. Hanako is staring at me with her one visible eye, like Sans. The Undertale thing was just bound to happen.
It
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
always was. Mark that
I'm gonna
bingo
do
down
an
twice.
asterisk now. We're crossing it in another direction.
Yeah, that's right.
She averts her head in embarrassment as I turn to make eye contact. I was just thinking that it's nice to have ambitions for the future, unlike the last route we played. Yuko was telling me a little bit about her university aspirations before. That's not a dig at Rin, by the way. That's just a statement about the last route.
I mean, yeah, Hisao didn't have much going on.
Yeah.
Rin did.
Oh,
Well, she did, but she didn't want to.
Oh, true.
We kind of pushed that on her. Whoops.
I already said this. Oh,
It was almost inaudible.
Oh no! To
No,
me
it was
it
there. It
sounded
just
like
sounded
he
like a
was
reaction.
reacting to what Marak
oh.
said.
It's a shame if she wasn't so
Sans.
neurotic.
Sorry. Brock just leaves.
I was thinking of doing a slow clap. It's a shame. If she wasn't so neurotic and overworked, I think she could be a really happy person. As much as I'd like to play host to a Hanako and entertain her for a bit, I do need to study as well. To be honest, I don't think the distraction from Yuko helped her either. Sorry if I'm a bit distracted. I need to try and get this done, otherwise I'm gonna flunk the history exams pretty hard. I'm left running my hair. Sorry, someone's sending me notifications and it's really throwing me off.
Oh, no. One of those.
Oh my god, please stop.
Stops it.
I was running my hand.
If you need to just go
Air
reply to it to
frustration. That
It's like
letter
a
it, then
fucking
go
doing
it's like a
well.
fucking wall of text. I'll deal with it later.
Okay. Do she?
I'm also reading.
Wheelchair.
I'm left running my hand through my hair in frustration. That letter needs doing as well once I get back to my dormitory room. I hope I have more luck with that than this. Damn.
What with?
Oh, I was going to write to Awanako. Right now, though, this is more important. All I've done is rattle myself. I can't focus on the work in front of me when my stomach is slowly turning at the prospect of actually attempting to write her back after all this time. I force myself to concentrate on the book, picking up my pen once I have a quick sip of my coffee. After a few seconds, Hanako stops silently watching me and leans back in her seat, relaxing as much as she ever seems to be able to, looking out the window to pass the time.
So, Leo, you muted the music.
I was wondering why something felt was missing.
I don't think there is music, but I noticed the symbol.
When did I
Continue.
mute it?
Oh, wait.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 minutes. My brain didn't click what the symbol meant.
No, that might have been here for a while, because I saw the symbol and I didn't notice either.
Oh, it was literally...
What?
This line is literally
Yeah,
where
it's
the
been-
music fades out.
It has been playing for a long. It has been off for a long time.
Damn. Anyways.
We stay like this for a long time before leaving for the dormitories together. I'm surprised she had the patience to wait me out.
You know, it'd actually be probably pretty easy to patch Katawa Shoujo's music back in afterwards.
Yeah, if you needed to.
Well, this isn't a video though. It's a
This
stream.
is a stream.
Yeah, no, I mean when I actually go back to edit it.
Yeah. Anyways.
When that happens.
Iwanako's letter lies on my desk besides a blank sheet of lined paper and an unused envelope. The tapping of my pen is the only thing to be heard this late at night. As I feared, my second task for the day turns out to be just as difficult as the first, if not harder.
Hold on, I gotta check
Oh.
something real quick.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, wouldn't it be hard?
Were you checking to see if it was
Seems
Nocturne?
Nah, I was checking something else.
It's been so many months since we even saw each other. God damn it. Even so, I can still remember what she looked like, what she sounded like, and what she acted like. By now, though, the little details are beginning to slip away. When I first saw her letter, I barely recognized her handwriting at all. Even the pink pen she always used was forgotten until her white writing reminded me of it. I wonder why she didn't use it for the letter. She used to write everything with it. Maybe she thinks it's too mature now. I should be thinking about myself and what I want to communicate to her. My mind can't stop concentrating on her, though, on the past we shared before it was taken away so suddenly. The bright and slightly garish decorations suit her sense of aesthetics. Picking up the letter to take a closer look at it, I give a long sigh. This is the last link binding me to my past. Iwanako didn't suddenly cease to exist when she left my hospital room for the last time, but I needed this letter to remind me of that. I had all those feelings neatly filed away. I felt as if I didn't need them, that I could just begin life completely anew. It was easier that way. In the end, I suppose that was a rather naive thing to think. Sooner or later, my past would have caught up to me in one way or another. But what am I supposed to say to her? Thank you for bringing me closure. All the letter did was end the sense of closure I previously felt. Try as I might, I can't write so much as a single word down on the paper in front of me. I can't even think of exactly what I want to say. Putting the letter down on top of the blank sheet, I gather the materials together and file them away in my drawer. The clunk the desk makes as it closes makes me momentarily tense in frustration, before I get up to go grab a drink from the vending machine on the first floor. I tried, but I couldn't do it. After all the time that's passed, I still don't know how to deal with Iwanako. The library, while not humming with activity, is noticeably more busy than usual. Exams are not far away, and that's reflected in the number of students burying their noses in textbooks at the tables around us. Us? No.
Us?
I mean, with Hanako, or? I'm assuming
We'll
I'm with
find
Hanako. I've been studying quite a lot in the past few days, just like them, in hopes of doing well in the exams. This also means that Hanako and I have been playing games less, though she's begun studying as well just to fill in the time. Nevertheless, I found myself forsaken by her on this particular day. The textbook in front of me has remained on the same page for some time. After so much reading on subjects I couldn't care less about if not for the exams, my mind is beginning to wander. I find my eyes flicking over to where Hanako would usually be, just like on the days she wasn't in class. Her usual beanbag in the corner of the room is conspicuously unoccupied. So I'm not with an us, I'm with a me.
I just don't know how to speak because I'm.
I thought you were literally about to. I thought you were literally continuing the line, and I'm like, God fucking damn it! Did I accidentally skip ahead again?
No, you're fine. It was here that we really first met. I tried to start a conversation with her. She got skittish and eventually bolted from the room altogether. Remember that? I probably shouldn't smile about it, but it was kind of amusing, in hindsight. Nowadays, it's more and more difficult to imagine her doing such a thing. Even with Lily gone, she's been doing well now that she's come out of her room. I want to talk with her, or at least play another game of chess. I'm tired of studying, and it's been a few days since we've really done anything together. The question of where to find Hanako isn't a particularly difficult one. If she's not in the library, chances are that she's either in the tea room for some peace and quiet, or in her dormitory. Deciding to check them in that order, I pack up my books and make my way out of the library. I stretch and give a loud groan as I walk down the hallway. Studying may be frustrating at times, but with the progress I feel I've made, there is also a sense of pride in getting it done. It's a good feeling. There isn't a sound to be heard from inside as I stand in front of the door to Hanako's room. I guess that really isn't indicative of whether or not she's inside, given how quiet she usually is. Still, she wasn't in the tea room. I try knocking lightly to make my presence known, but I'm surprised when I find the door unlocked and yielding at my touch. Ah!
Ah,
It's bright as hell.
Discord light mode be like.
I've actually never used it. I wonder what it looks like.
Don't
you can
find
check
out
that
now.
later. We still need you to read to see your lines.
Whatever.
Oh,
Read,
what?
line reader.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just weird. I don't even recommend like looking. It's not even like weird in a good way. It's just
It's
or
just
in a
bright.
funny way. Yeah, it's just bright. Don't do it.
Why don't you read the line reader?
That was
Sure
the
thing,
reference I was
asshole.
making.
With a small creak, the door opens. It looks like my suspicions were correct. Hanako is indeed here. She's full of openings. All it would take was be one slice. She's sitting at the
Stop
table with an
fucking.
open
No,
book in
you
front of her.
can't do that to me,
What?
Brock. God damn.
Wait, what? No, I didn't get it.
I'm doing a
Oh,
shiki
no,
movement.
I do get it actually.
You do?
Tsukihime.
But pays it no heed as she keeps looking out the window. She looks utterly oblivious to my presence. With her head thoughtfully resting on her hand, she looks calm and collected. It's a shame she can't look like this more often. Oh god. This isn't weird. I didn't have to knock or anything like that. Smiling a little, I walk up to the table and softly speak to her. Konnichiwa, Hanako. Hanako's head turns a little to see me, but she's still only half there. And lower my head to get a better look at her face, mildly curious about what mood she's in. What's up?
Sorry.
She gasps a little, finally acknowledging my presence in the room for the first time. Hanako's blushing really heavily. Her mouth is open just a little, as if paused mid-sentence. Most striking, though, is what she's doing. Okay, what the... Jesus.
Ah.
Really fucking close.
It's still zooming in!
Oh my god. No, quick
Shut
read.
up.
I see you.
Wait, is it zooming?
Yeah, it is zooming in.
Illusion.
It is 100% zooming in.
Just ever so slightly.
She's looking at me directly. Her eyes are pinned on my own, from such a close distance that I can almost see my reflection in them. Those big fishbowl eyes. They don't turn away, nor move at all. They're absolutely still, just looking at mine. Her long, almost unibrow.
It's a long ass fucking eyebrow.
It's not normal at all.
It's like one single piece of hair that acts as the entire eyebrow.
Yeah.
It goes off
thick
of her
piece of hair.
face.
And over her hair.
Well, that's just a Japanese, or not a Japanese, but an
It's just
anime
an
thing.
anime thing, I know. But while we're criticizing eyebrow shape,
Sorry, did I miss most of Yuko's stuff?
Yeah,
No,
no, you missed
Wait,
no
what?
lines.
Oh, seriously? But I saw just as.
She walked away,
Oh, okay. Cool.
and then
Good.
Hisao studied. Anyways,
Like a
They're
loser.
dark, and give her almost an analytical air. Even when reading on subjects she has no interest in, she would appear to be wrapped in her work to a casual observer. She absorbs information very well, and even now I can feel that. I feel like I'm seeing something behind those eyes that I never saw before. I don't know what it is, though. Hanako? Her lips move just a little, solemnly mouthing something. She looks like she's on the verge of saying something, but won't say it. But that's the way Hanako always is. On the verge of saying something, but never quite doing it. As I look intently into her eyes, I realize something. Everyone has their own thoughts, things they want to
no
say.
way. Sorry. It's the stupidest fucking revelation. Oh, I'll shut up.
I feel like there's more to it, but yeah. Things they want to say, their own worldview. But I can't work out what Hanako wants to say, and I can't work out what she's thinking. I never have been able to.
You're right, there was more to it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you really jumped the fucking gun on that one, Kane.
It's
I mean, it
Hisao,
is.
okay?
It's
Like, I
Hisao. We
wouldn't
could
put
have
it
guessed.
past Hisao to have that kind of revelation, but Marak read about 5 words before you made that judgment.
I'm
I
a
look into
hater
your
at heart.
eyes, I make a revelation. People die when they are killed.
Even that's more of a revelation in context.
Yeah.
Well, it's also very out of context given the situation. It's frustrating. I feel like I don't know her at all despite all the time we've spent together.
Hisao.
It's only now that I find myself blushing. I've been looking directly into Hanako's eyes from such a short distance with absolutely no regard for her, and she's been looking into mine without shirking away. I quickly look away while covering my face with my hand. Hanako just does the same. Another awkward silence reigns. I hate these. At first I accepted them as just being a fact of life around Hanako, but now all they feel like is an affirmation of how little we're able to communicate. Some anger makes its way into the complex mixture of emotions I'm experiencing right now. I want to bridge that gap between us. Friends shouldn't have to tiptoe around each other like this. I speak before I can argue myself of what I'm gonna do. My scarring isn't as bad as Hanako's, and I can't possibly compare my life to hers, but I want to show her that she's not alone. Doing this in such a blunt
What?
manner might be the only way to get my
Hisao.
point across.
No! Do not!
Yeah. No.
Don't
Do it, Hisao.
don't tell
No,
me this
this
man
is
is about
just
to
so
strip in
stupid.
front of
Yes.
What?
Strip.
I swear to God.
Was that the implication? I'm confused
Yeah.
now. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, that was the implication. All right.
Hanako, I want to show you something.
I don't want you to!
Starts unbuckling his pants.
Dang it.
I thought your scar was on your chest.
It is.
I lied. Rin was right.
It is. I love that.
They had to amputate my dick as part of the operation for my heart.
What? I just want to
was
show you
very
my
important.
amputated dick. That's gross.
That
Okay.
really fucking flew off the rails.
Yeah. Moving on.
My
Why is there no
mind's
music?
telling me no.
Yeah.
Fuck my body.
My
To
body.
be fair, this would only be worse if music was playing, because you know it'd be the fucking...
To become one.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, I'm not gonna do. I'd have to add a whole nother audio source.
Leo, no, just no.
I take a
That
deep
take
breath
too.
to
That
prepare
joke would
myself.
take too long.
Or what I got you, I got you.
I take a deep breath to prepare myself. This could backfire badly, but I feel as if we've come
Really?
close enough for this to be okay.
I can't do it. Fuck. Fuck, it's not. It's not picking up.
Damn it!
Not picking up.
Here, I just want to see if I can do this real quickly.
I know
No, it's too much effort.
What is it?
Keep reading. I got you.
Okay. I just unzip my zipper.
Oh.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I was just gonna.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Oh, that's an ad for Genshin Impact.
I'm not gonna strip naked or anything weird. I'm just gonna take off my shirt and, strip.
Mm.
Kane, I think you might have messed with your...
You've gotta be kidding me.
You bought a Shoujo on vinyl?
Really loud.
Hanako's eyes grow to the size of saucers. Her face is an amusing mixture of curiosity and nervousness as she stands. It helps take the edge off my own nervousness at doing this in front of another person.
What? Wait, was that noise in game?
Yes.
What?
The zipper sound?
It was like shuffling.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Slowly, with my entire body feeling tense, I unknot my tie and begin to loose the first of the buttons. I'm trying to mentally block out Hanako to make this easier, but it's not really working. As I work my way down... This is such a
God.
bad line out of context.
I really wish,
As I
like...
work my way down, I expect to hear some form of protest from her. She remains silent, though, which makes this feel even stranger.
I'm gonna go ahead and cross off bad out of context. We've hit that mark.
We've gotten
so
a couple
many
of
times.
those.
Oh, Empire's
Yeah,
Gang
we-
bursts into song. We've already done that one.
Does she have a thing of Nutter Butters on her shelf?
Go ahead and
Is
cross
it?
off
Wait.
someone misses their turn.
She does
What
have
the-
Snap.
What is that?
I don't know. I said cookies.
It looks like cookies.
Looks like she has a fish on her counter.
Yeah,
No,
does
that's
anybody
just-
see
that's
the
just
lamp
water.
that looks like an eyeball?
Yeah, there's that,
Yeah, it's
and
kinda
then
looking at us.
there's the tissue box, the alarm clock, something weird, and then what looks like a fish.
Dude, she has a whole Brita filter up there.
She does, but that makes sense though. It's like it's college.
But those shelves, how do you act? You have to stand on the bed.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that high up.
Well, it's
I think
also
the bed
college.
is also
You
a
pretty
lot
much
lower
that's
down than
expected.
we're given context for.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think it's
Well,
like...
then how is she
up to
reaching
your
the stuff
knees.
on the top?
She's
like
not.
getting on the bed.
I don't-
Okay,
it's
you know
not
what?
like-
Yeah.
This is a photo. We are overanalyzing something that was removed context.
Anyway, I have read that.
All right.
With the last of my shirt unbuttoned, I take a breath and look at her.
Did you fucking lock the door?
Why?
Someone walks in. Hey, Hanako, you forgot the note. Oh, okay.
I don't
Well, I'll
remember
be
the
taking my
game
leave.
ever explicitly saying that the door was closed. Was even closed.
He leaves the door open.
He literally
What if-
walked in and was just
What if-
like, "Hey, Han." He walked directly to her. There was no mention of closing that door.
What if Kenji walks in?
Kenji
Well,
wouldn't
hey,
be
what are
able
you
to
doing?
see.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
that's true.
say. Kenji would actually be better.
Hanako's gaze is fixed on my scarring, as expected. And once I nod to say it's okay, she steps forward and tentatively places her hand on the vertical line running down my chest. Oh, that's not nearly as bad as I thought it'd be.
No, there's very little graphic CGs in this game. No,
Also-
this fucking route I meant. Sorry, that was. There
Yeah.
absolutely are in this game.
Also, I'd just like to say, I don't know if that was the best effect for the scarring, because it just looks like someone put watercolor on her paint. On her
It kind of does.
It does,
Yeah.
but it gets the point across, and I think I don't know.
These guys
just
were
wanted to save
working
time.
hard enough as it was.
The scarring on her hand, a pattern of damaged skin across its surface, contrasts with the single uniform line that makes up mine. Her hand isn't trembling at all, unlike what I predicted.
Predicted.
Why?
Hey, this is fucking weird.
Hey,
You're
you're
a
the one
freak.
touching it.
A free case again.
Hisao, you're
Who's
disgusting.
born
Get
with
out
a
of my room.
fertile man on this?
Hanako's the ableist one this whole time.
Ew, you look weird. I don't like you. Get out.
Another bad end.
Bad.
Oh my gosh.
The true
Okay.
ending means you have to never show her your scars.
Wait, I still just forgot. I don't know. Are we on the bad ending?
No.
Oh, wait. We don't know, right? I don't
we
know.
don't know, but like, does this look bad?
No.
I mean,
This doesn't look like a bad end to
I don't
me.
think it looks bad.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The scar from the surgery that followed my heart attack. Sheer heart attack. The surgeons had to cut open my chest to operate on my heart.
Never knew.
Yeah, because I didn't tell you.
Imagine you
What?
said that.
I'm sorry. Did we miss something here? Actually, did he ever tell her that he had arrhythmia?
Yes.
He told, yeah.
End
she
of Act
literally-
2.
Yeah, end of,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure because there wasn't the memory in my mind.
You just didn't know about the surgery.
Wait, isn't this to become one?
No, it's letting my
No.
hand speak.
Okay.
Get it?
I don't know. I haven't listened to the soundtrack as religiously as some other people in this chat.
Okay, I'm different.
Hanako's words are calmer and softer than usual. The soft feeling of her fingers moving from my scar to my breast makes me hesitate a little before continuing on. You're the first person to see this since I left the hospital, except for the surgeons
What about the
But-
nurse?
and the nurse
What about the
and
nurse?
my parents.
What? Wait,
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mom.
that's besides the point. I don't know how the hell you meant it. I think you're lying. But why are you showing this to me?
What if I just peeled this off right now?
I think that would be fucked up, but it would be intriguing.
It was just a sticker, and I wanted to just prank you.
Oh, I would be very sad. Potentially scarred.
But
No pun intended.
Bullshit.
wanted to
That
prove-
pun was absolutely intended.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could do this, that I could accept my past and move on. I wanted to show you that as well. She nods. From her reaction, she seems to know how difficult this is for me. More than anything, this scar represents a visible reminder of my condition. A reminder that I'm not normal anymore. That's something that until now, I had tried my hardest to ignore. As the minutes tick by, Hanako's gaze lingers. Her eyes look less focused on my scarring than before. The situation feels a bit different than it previously did, and it makes me feel slightly uncomfortable. Oh, my mouth is dry. Her hand retreats, and I draw my shirt closed and begin to button it up. Her blushing face suddenly returns to its typical tense and timid stare as she looks away.
I'll drink for you.
That's alright. The room is completely silent as I fix my tie and shirt and pull up my pants, feeling put off after such an unexpectedly intimate moment.
Brock is way too good at just interjecting those things into a line and making it sound natural.
Yeah.
He didn't skip a beat.
So, I guess you're not the only one that's scarred.
Good one, he's at.
I want to ask, can someone do a little tish?
But chase.
Jax was better.
Hanako smiles a little at the joke, thankfully lightening the atmosphere a little.
Thank you, Hisao. I think I understand.
I give a long sigh of relief. I don't know how she'd take it, but I'm glad that everything seems to have worked out as I hoped. Hanako's smile only proves that further. I'm finding the path that I want to follow now, and what Hanako needs to do is find her own. It's something I can't help her with, and it's something that she needs to overcome her past in order to do. Hanako checks her watch. It's getting late by now.
Hisao,
Yeah, I'd better be going. I'll be thankful for some sleep. It's been a long day, after all. Good night, Hanako.
good night, partner.
Oh, Yasumi.
Huh?
I make my way out of her room and into the hallway, remaining silent as I do so.
Whiskers,
think
did you
both
just
of
start
us-
singing what I thought you did?
No,
Alright.
it was in your imagination.
Close your eyes.
Oh fuck, now I have
Rock
to
did it,
mark it
though.
off. I was gonna take Whiskers at his word, but now I have to mark it off on the bingo.
Oh, I was straight up lying. You should not have done that.
Close your eyes and you'll leave this dream.
Oh, I thought you were saying if you close your eyes.
Emotional damage, emotional.
Oh boy.
Christ.
We just burst into 3 separate songs. I do think both of us have gone through a few emotions today.
Oh, that was actually in the okay.
Where the fuck?
Ow. No, why?
The
The
heat?
heat, the heat of the summertime beat. Nope. The heat of the summertime sun beats down on my sweating brow. Dabbing with a handkerchief doesn't help too much, making me any more comfortable. Giving up on the idea of getting more done today, I stop and lean against one of the overpass fences, resting my bag on the ground. The stores in the town below Yamaku are well stocked and offer enough variety for me to get by. But at least an occasional shopping trip to the city is something that can't really be avoided. I've been here a few times now. The city's layout is getting more familiar, and nostalgia from its atmosphere is beginning to wear off.
I just have.
Why are you checking now?
Because you guys sound really quiet compared to.
Check our Discord volumes other than the game volumes.
I'm looking at it. Discord's fine. Game volume is fine.
Discord in the volume mixer.
I'm in the volume mixer.
Oh, okay.
That was the
Discord
first
in
thing I
Discord.
checked.
Than individual users, perhaps.
What's funny is that the Katawa Shoujo's audio sounds really loud, but it doesn't appear that way in the volume mixer.
It's just quiet.
I guess we'll do that for now.
It's been here a few times now. What?
Continue.
I've been here a few times now. Oh wait, I already read this one.
Okay, now the SFX volumes are really loud. We're good now.
You may go.
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, shoot, you did. You totally did.
I realized that I've begun to wheeze. I sound like an old man that's overexerted himself, and having to connect that to the fact that I'm the source is a bit disturbing. I put a hand on my chest and concentrate for a bit to make sure I haven't gone far enough to cause any further problems. Thankfully, my heart is acting normal. There's no dull pain and the beating is regular, albeit fast-paced as I recover from overdoing things in this kind of heat. I hate my body. It's frustrating to be held back, even more to be held back by a fear of my life being ended when doing something as simple as walking around the city for a while. As I ponder my health, I feel my pocket vibrating. By the time my phone's begun to ring, my hand is already fishing for it. A glance at the screen shows a caller number I don't recognize. Strange. Shrugging, I press the button to answer the call and bring the phone to my ear. Nakai speaking. Hello. Hisao Nakai speaking.
Dot.
The sound of a couple of short... Jesus. The sound of a couple of short breaths can be heard, but no actual speech is forthcoming. Hello?
Hisao?
It's Hanako. Her voice is really easy to place, even if I've never heard it over a phone before. Hanako. Sorry, I wasn't expecting you to call. What's up?
If you're not busy, I was wondering if you would like to.
Meet up.
Yeah.
She sounds really wound up about this. I can hear muffled voices in the background. And it's about time for afternoon tea, so I guess she wants me to meet her at the Shanghai or something. That sounds fine. Are you at the Shanghai?
In the city.
Hanako's here? Alone? That's a surprise. It's little wonder she's like this, if she's surrounded by people and entirely by herself. That works out well. I'm just wandering around there now. Where are you? Hanako manages to stammer out the street name, address, and some basic directions to where she is. Luckily, it's not...
I'm at fucking 308 Negro
McDonald's.
Royal Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Zip code 70532.
Hanako, this isn't time. There's no time for that.
Hanako, we have to cook.
There's a reference here that's going way over my head.
It's
Yeah,
Walter
Breaking
White's
Bad.
address is 308 Negro Royal Lane, and it's stated a couple times throughout the show.
I figured it was that as soon as you mentioned New Mexico, but
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not too far. What? Isn't that punctuated incorrectly?
Um,
yeah,
it's just
the I's
incorrectly
capitalized.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not too far, so I agree to see her soon before hanging up. I look up to the sky. The summer heat is beating down. Deja vu? This is the first
I've
time
been to
Hanako's...
space before.
What?
Sorry.
Oh,
The song.
yeah, I know. I realize that now. This is the first time Hanako's asked for us to do something together beyond a simple board game. And the first time, at least since I've known her, that she's come to the city by herself. Maybe this means that Lilly was right. By the time I managed to stagger up to the cafe where Hanako is, I've started to wheeze again. I'm sweating so much I feel like a melting popsicle and can barely hold the bag in my hand. It's oddly familiar, this cafe. I need to
feel
sit
like
down
I've been here before.
badly. The tables outside are all occupied by busily chatting couples and girls gossiping between themselves. That definitely exist. Can't you see them all right here?
Is this like 6 cents?
They're there next to the 14 Chris Pratts.
I see NPCs.
Only 14?
I was
14,
Stop
those are
taking my
rookie
jokes
numbers.
before me. Literally the
I
last
see
like
three at
things
that
you
table
guys
and
have
there's
said
only
was-
2 chairs.
Yeah,
I
that
just
was a
know
good
you
one.
so well.
You're getting too slow, old man.
The future is now, old man. The contrast between the different age groups and fashions of the people here and the people from the town near Yamaku is striking. Scan over the people sitting at the tables, but I can't see Hanako. She did say she was sitting outside. What was the address for... Never mind. So I must just be missing her. Not difficult given how small she usually tries to make her presence.
He moved on to Better Call Saul.
I look around again, more slowly this time, taking particular care to see if I can find Hanako's hat. It's pretty distinctive, and I'd be very surprised if she wasn't wearing it. There she is. Sure enough, her head is kept low, and the table she's sitting at is right beside the building in an inconspicuous corner.
Oh, hey, CD.
CD,
He's finally here.
let's go.
Hello.
We literally started the stream an hour
You
early
missed the
today.
64 Chris Pratts.
Oh, you missed it.
Yeah.
Yuko's Italian now.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like there's
Yes,
been
Anyways.
more important development, but yeah.
Don't explain anything else. Let's continue.
Yeah,
Alright.
don't do anything more.
That's the only important information.
I walk up to where she is and make sure that I have her attention.
I'm gonna mute for a second. Keep it.
Alright. That I have her intention before I sit, lest I give her a scare. A spook. She notices me and gives me a small wave as I arrive at her table.
Feeling alright.
No! I try my best to laugh it off, but doing so just makes me more out of breath. Not very fit these days. Don't mind me.
Alright, the
Hanako
audio
nods,
shield
but
was
still looks a
falling.
bit put off. What?
My audio shield was falling.
Oh.
As usual, basically.
Now that I can get a good look at her face, something about her seems a bit different. I'm not sure if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but she looks kind of nice,
What?
as opposed to usual.
Yeah, she's wearing this. Is it not the outfit? What do you mean by that, Hisao?
I'm gonna
This
go
is
ahead
the
and mark
same
off
outfit.
technical difficulties on the bingo.
That's right. I need to have like a days
to-
with... Huh?
Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry. I asked. I was about to ask Kane if he needs to do his rounds now, but I realized it is 9
9
here.
o'clock. Yeah.
I need to have like a days without incident board for my audio shield, and then just write 0 in permanent marker.
Nice.
Alright, keep going.
Her eyes move upward to look at me, but before quickly flicking down again. I begin to think this is going to be a rather quiet meeting, but a waitress thankfully arrives and sets down a cup of tea in front of Hanako.
Kane, weren't you gonna
Surprisingly.
make Shizuna into a mafia boss?
Yes.
Alright, CD. You'll get your wish.
Wait, what?
No, not that.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sure she's name will be a mafia boss next.
Oh fuck, sorry, I was looking at chat. Did I miss something? I feel like I didn't read the line.
I literally just started the next line. You read it.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's because I was gonna make a joke about the waitress being Yuko.
Oh.
Hanako almost automatically turns slightly away and lowers the side of her head. It's almost an amazingly practiced motion, and does a good job of its intended purpose, hiding her scars from someone who's leaning in close. You know, Hanako, you could just wear like a mask and gloves or something.
Oh, then I'd look fucking weird. Okay?
Can't be cowboying with a mask and gloves.
Her right... Sorry, I just imagined Hanako with a bandana for a mask. Her right arm is still laying on the table, though, the scarring on the back of her hands quite visible. It catches the waitress's eye, and I quickly move to distract her. Excuse me, may I place an order? The waitress nods and gives me a couple seconds to look at the menu. Could I have a mango smoothie, please?
Ah,
Oof.
Hisao is a man of culture.
I just remembered this awesome smoothie place that was down in Jacksonville when I visited.
Really?
Yes.
Good stuff.
She gives a nod before almost enthusiastically bouncing away. Everything is so different in the city, in more ways than one. Hanako looks back up towards me and adjusts her hat. She noticed the waitress staring at her scars. She doesn't show it.
Coffee?
I think I'd die from this heat if I had something like coffee night. Resting my head on my hand, I look to my quiet companion. He seems taken aback. A very unexpected reaction to my lame joke. An unwelcome emotion bubbles up inside me as I realize her reason why. Unlike most in Yamaku, indeed, unlike anyone there that I'm aware of, my condition goes beyond limiting the activities I can do. Or to be more precise, reaching those limits could have much more grave consequences. Thankfully, it's something that very rarely ever came up since I entered Yamaku. I thought it was so rare that Hanako and Lilly might not think of it at all. It turns out that I was wrong. Hanako silently drinks her tea while I wait for my drink, confirming that it's the right temperature with a small sip before she begins in earnest. I feel guilty for being the cause of an uncomfortable silence, since in the past I've been kinda hard on Hanako for those. Eventually, the same waitress as before bounces up, handing me my drink. I gather change from my pocket and drop it into her waiting hand, before she goes off to attend to another customer. My eyes linger on her as she walks away.
You think she looks smoking?
No. Why would you think that?
I don't believe you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
That's what I fucking thought!
Hanako is following my gaze. Her eyes taking in the waitress that served us. I can feel my blood slowly going to my cheeks as I rest my smoothie back on the table. Nah, can't really say that I'm into that look. She just looked like a lot like an old friend I knew before my heart attack.
Wow, that was a smooth ass fucking lie.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I wasn't.
Hanako asked if Hisao found this waitress pretty, and Hisao went, "No, she just looked like someone I used to know."
Oh, is
No,
it?
no!
Didn't have to cut me
Oh, is
off.
that? I thought you were referring to who's the? Isn't there someone that Hisao likes, like in letters or something?
Iwanako, but nah,
Yeah,
it's literally just a passing comment.
Oh,
This
okay.
is very funny still, by the way.
What?
Yeah. Do you have any friends, like at all?
I had a few at my previous school. Though I wouldn't say a lot. The four of us just hung around together after school and stuff. Kind of like...
I think you're talking out your ass, but I'll play along. Do you still talk to them?
I shake my head. No. We gradually lost contact while I was stuck in the
That's a
hospital.
real convenient story there, Hisao.
You're not saddened by that or angry?
I don't know, I feel like 4 is just like a really pathetic amount to lie about. Like, if you're gonna lie about it, at least go above that.
Yeah, I had 1,200 friends.
Well, not that much. I feel like we've gone too far now.
We
Hanako looks,
overcorrected.
Hanako looks
Who
genuinely
the fuck is
surprised.
screaming outside? It is snowing. It's like frat people yelling outside my building, even though it's
I wish I was
fucking...
there.
Just yelling in general.
In the snow?
Sorry, Murat.
I wish I was in Colorado right now. It's so hot.
Oh.
It is really
Hanako
nice here
looks-
right now.
I know.
It's
I've heard that
nice.
it started snowing, and I'm just...
Dude, it's snowing
Amazing.
so much. I mean, like, out of nowhere. It's amazing. You should see it. I mean,
Fuck you.
Morocco's
It's the
been
ski
cut off
Okay,
from-
you know, let's continue. No more coping.
Hope and seethe. Hanako looks... I was about to call her Raiden. Hanako looks genuinely surprised.
Nah.
I guess it's the right reaction.
Wait, why riding?
Well... What?
Why riding?
Do we really need to be asking this question?
For some reason-
Absolutely.
Look up Maxor, and you'll find out. Metal Gear Rising Revenge.
Oh, that riding!
Let's continue.
Well, life did move on for them for a while I was stuck in the ward. I was pretty sore about it at the time, but now it's just a bunch of nice memories. Besides, once I came to Yamaku, I found new friends as well. Surprisingly, they are all women.
Hey,
And
Kenji.
I was
I
about
don't know.
to.
I don't know if I
Kenji is not
consider
a
him
friend. Kenji is a menace.
Alright, there's Kenji disrespect. We can go ahead and knock that one off.
That's right. Undertale and Kenji. That's all I'm good for.
Feels very high school
Anymore.
DxD-ish.
Oh god, you had to bring that up.
Not that I'm saying. Never mind. That's quite a whitewash of what my feelings were back then. I went through some dark times during my stay at the hospital, and I am really glad that Hanako and Lilly were around to help me after I left it.
You're just gonna kick Shizune and Misha to the wayside.
And Mika. No, that's not her name. Miki.
Miki was a bit later, though, to be fair.
Misha, though. Misha was there, too.
Misha was there, and she was
Okay,
actually nice to
I
us.
pitched. Wow.
Unlike someone. Hanako blushes as we both get down to enjoying our drinks. She seems to have calmed down since I arrived, and I've started to feel a little better now that I've had the chance to rest a bit, so this is getting to be a nice outing already. Even if she's calmer than before, though, she's still fidgeting a bit. She runs her hand down one of her bangs as I try to think of something to say. That's right, I was going to ask. Hanako tilts her head quizzically. I didn't know you had a mobile phone. How'd you get my number?
Lily gave it to me.
I should have guessed. I could have known. You know, you could have just asked. I'd have given it to you. Want to exchange email addresses?
You want
Add
my
each other
Discord?
online?
Hey, babe,
Monica?
what's your fax number?
My fax number is.
I was not expecting that.
I took apart a fax machine and turned it into a remote control car.
What?
What?
Wait,
That's cool.
actually?
Sort of.
Why
It
don't I
didn't
know
work
this?
very well, but I did. It was a group project for L2K.
Okay.
Hanako nods, setting down her drink and fishing out her phone from her pocket as I do the same. It's surprisingly the same model as mine. Pink, though.
Hell
I
yeah.
have a feeling they
Yours is
they just
better.
I will-
recolored that sprite.
I'll be right back.
They recolored it and tried to make it sound like a coincidence, but we caught on.
Nice phone. Anyway, my email is a piece of Schmidt Gaming at twitch.tv.
Ah, we got the
the
obligatory
SAO.
SAO abridged reference.
I was just trying to think of an email address that sounds really bad without going too off the rails.
Schmidt from Piece of Schmidt's Games. Please tell me that's not what you called you.
Freaking landmine handles pressure better than you and would kill fewer people.
What's the lines leading up to that? Hold on, let me see if I can remember.
That would be extremely impressive if you could.
Also extremely expected, almost.
Yeah, that's true.
Here, I think I can do it from here. So it goes, oh please. Like anyone would let that moron in on a conspiracy. A friggin' landmine deals with pressure better and would kill fewer people. So that's the whole quote right there.
Did you just do that from memory?
That was from memory, and then from there it goes,
Oh my god.
what is...
He's just gonna start reciting the whole episode.
From after that it goes, he's like, I think Yuko says something to the effect, not the Yuko from Katawa Shoujo. Yuko says something to the effect of, he could have had someone do it for him, and then Kirito's like, oh, then you must think. Whatever, fuck it. It's like, oh, then you
Just
must
bailed.
think Shibi.
Nice phone.
Oh no, hold on, I actually just remembered it. It's like, oh.
Oh no, please.
We almost moved on.
You know
We
what?
almost broke the
No,
tangent.
we're not gonna do this. Oh, you
Nice
think
phone.
Schmidt would have trusted a stranger with the job? Well, no. Well, then you must be. Well, then you must think that he was skilled enough to best her in a fight, or perhaps smart enough to catch her unawares. Oh my God, Schmidt's not the killer.
Hey.
Come on.
Oh come on!
Anyway,
But then
let's
why
move
were
on.
you confessing?
Quickly.
Leo.
Hey, people criticized me for giving Pokemon V&R a 7 out of 10.
Oh my god.
At this point, I've just
At
learned
this
to
point,
assume
we
the
should just
position.
keep quoting the episode and call it rename the stream.
That was not a perfect quote, but it was still fun.
That was such a tangent.
That was the tangent, the best all our tangents.
She looks to me with a curious expression before noticing my phone and giggling. It's one of the very few times I've seen Hanako let her guard down enough to do such a thing.
Didn't pick it out myself though.
Oh?
It was a present from Lilly. I never really needed a phone, and I couldn't afford one. But she bought me one for Christmas, though, saying that we could use it to keep in touch.
They see each other basically every day anyway, both in and out of school. Then again, Lily does have her class representative duties and other friends that she talks with. Probably help for situations like this, too, when she's gone away for a while. Lily's a very special person to you, isn't she?
Oh, she is. I love her very much.
Hanako looks down and smiles as she thinks of her. None of my friendships are as deep as theirs, and I have to admit that I'm a little jealous of their relationship. We tell each other our email addresses and thumb them into our respective phones, and I got Hanako's number from earlier and put it into my contacts list.
Done. That makes 3 now.
3.
Lilly, Akira, and you.
Ah, Akira. She's a very interesting Scottish person, isn't she?
I would struggle to call her human, but she is. She's also really nice, though her suit makes her look a bit cool.
I'm a little surprised you know each other well, with her job taking up so much of her time. Hanako looks down a little and takes a sip of her drink. If I wasn't looking intently at her face, I'd miss the small smile perched on it. I guess she knows when she knows so few people. Those she knows must mean a lot to her.
Well, how many do you have?
Me? About 9 or 10. I hesitate to go.
Holy
I hesitate
shit,
to
dude!
go
Oh
into
my
the
god!
For fear of letting in the fact that
What
Hanako
happened?
doesn't have parents, or apparently even close relatives. 2 of those are Shizune and Micha, too, which is another can of worms. I'd imagine that Lilly would have more than both of us put together, probably.
Does that count as Hisao being ableist?
I don't think
No,
that's
that's-
Hisao
Oh,
being
no.
ableist. I think that's just
It's
him
very
being
insensitive.
the fucking worst. We're gonna go ahead and mark off Hisao acts like he's 12.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
We can always, yeah.
That's the closest approximation to that fucking landmine.
I mean, it's not like he said it out loud.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a
Did
you
horrible
finish this
thought. But no, I haven't started it. Hanako gives a childish giggle, and I can't help but smiling. It's a good feeling that she's gotten this comfortable around me. At times like this, I feel like I'm getting closer to talking to her true self. You mind if I ask something that I've been wondering? Hanako shakes her head as she takes a last sip of her tea, finishing it off. You don't seem very jealous of Lilly having lots of friends. Don't you want to make some more friends yourself, or get to know some of hers?
I'm not jealous. I don't like people, so I don't mind not having many friends.
That's really not the answer I was expecting. She doesn't look fearful or sad as she said this, but rather quite serious. Hanako rubs her arm awkwardly, having taken my quietness as a reason to continue. I'm not really sure what I should say, so end up simply giving her my attention in silence.
In middle school, I got bullied a lot. I was called names and got excluded from work groups and sports teams. There were worse things too. I still remember the bacon.
Oh my god.
And that's what made you not like other people? The bacon? She shakes her head.
Yeah. That was elementary school.
How long have you been an orphan? I'm so confused.
What
I
if this
thought
is
she was
before
like-
she was an orphan?
I hate to say it, a while.
Wait. Well, no, that's stupid. I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if Hanako just had these scars from birth and like the fire was completely unrelated?
The fire just
Ugh.
got rid of the parents. That was it.
Jesus. I feel bad for bringing this up now. Adults have enough problems dealing with Hanako scarring. Children would be all the worse. I had assumed that just the way she tried to make her presence not felt was just to avoid people staring at her. Or because she was afraid of them. Certainly not because she genuinely didn't want to interact with them in the first place as well. I noticed the condensation hanging from my neglected smoothie, forming a little puddle around the bottom of the cup, so I take the opportunity to finish it off.
I feel like Hisau's the type of guy to lick the bottom of the cup.
Wait,
Do people
Oh.
like that exist?
do people?
Yeah.
Why? There's nothing there.
No, when
It's
there's
just
like
water.
a condensation buildup of juice on the bottom.
But
But
that
there would
does
be no
actually
juice.
happen.
That's not how condensation works.
Okay. Only take
So they lick it anyways, and they're weird, basically.
that.
I mean, I
What
would
shady
be, I would
looking.
not doubt that Hisao is the kind of person to lick the bottle for the condensation.
Mm,
Or not bottle, cup.
water.
Up.
As I drink, she begins to fiddle with her phone. Looks like she remembered the people around her again, and began to tense up. It isn't exactly a cheap phone. I had to save up for quite a while to afford one when I got mine. If Lily went to a private phone, she probably wouldn't have too much. What? If Lily went to a private school, she probably wouldn't have too much trouble getting one for a present, though. Watching her fiddle with it gives me an idea. Hey, Hanako, wait for me. I'll be right back. I put the now empty cup down, slip my phone into my pocket, and begin to move off, carefully stepping around the bag I'd placed beside my feet. Thankfully, sitting around while talking to Hanako has helped me feel a lot better than before.
Huh? What? Where are you going?
Just stay here. I'll be back in a bit. As much as I'd like to have jogged back, I know full well that I couldn't. I end up walking back to the cafe, a little blue bag in my right hand. Hanako notices me quickly, looking about as confused as she did when I left. I deposit the diminutive bag in front of her and sit back down.
1 second. Is this?
Crystal meth.
Oh.
It's for you. You can open it.
Hisao, stay out of my territory.
The city ain't
but-
big enough for the both of us. Takes out Lily's head.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
God damn it, you're skipping lines. Hold on.
But
You guys gonna read it? All right.
It's for... Go on.
yeah, it's
She looks very unsure about it, but eventually gives in, slowly opens the bag and picks its contents out. A silver chain phone strap dangles from her fingers, ending in a delicate flower. It isn't exactly a masterwork of jewelry, but it's just about as much as I could afford. Hanako's eyes light up when she looks at it. It's the kind of reaction I was hoping for. The summer sunlight glints off of the silver as it twists to and fro a little. It's not too ostentatious, but it still looks a little charming. I think it suits her well. Hanako lowers the phone strap to the table and looks to me once more.
it's not Christmas or my birthday.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I just thought it might be nice to have something to decorate your phone with.
I don't have anything to give you.
I told you. It's fine. Friends can give things like this to each other sometimes, right?
Friends.
Hanako lowers her face so much that I can't see her expression. She eventually nods before taking her phone and fiddling with the strap to attach it properly.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it is the song that's playing right now, CD.
Everyday fantasy.
Okay.
Hey, it's fun to say Japanese words that are not Japanese. Or say words in a Japanese accent that aren't Japanese.
Lab fantasy.
Butters.
What? Never mind.
Butters.
Butters?
Cat name.
Oh. She looks to me and smiles as she holds up her phone, now adorned with a little flower.
Thank you, Hisao.
Don't mention it. Her smile proves infectious. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a couple getting up and leaving. That reminds me that the bus back to town below Yamaku will be coming soon. I guess I'd better get going if I want to catch the next bus back to town. You coming as well?
Yeah.
She hastily nods before carefully putting her phone back in her pocket and getting out of her chair. I do the same and pick up the bag I'd left beside me on the way out. We walk side by side as we make our way to the bus station, exchanging no words between us. Hanako's gaze is firmly locked ahead of her, though she looks very happy with herself. I'm not sure what I should say to her, but I'm also not sure that I need to say anything. The fact that Hanako is happy, and happy because of me, is enough to make me feel the load on my arm feel as light as a feather.
Real quick, before actually, you can just start the next scene. I'll be gone for like 30 seconds though.
What if it's Kenji?
Too bad.
What if it's Kenji?
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Finally reaching the classroom after the usual walk from the dormitories, I step inside. My eyes immediately turn to the third seat from the left in the back row. Hanako's seat. It's empty, and after glancing around the classroom, it looks like she isn't here yet. The two girls from the newspaper club are here, and the two seats to the left of Hanako's, as are Shizune and Misha, but that's about it. We exchange morning greetings before I take my seat. I have to admit that this is a bit of a relief. This gives me a few more minutes to think. Not that I haven't been doing so previously. Ever since our trip to town, Hanako's been on my mind, just like burgers.
Got ketchup mixed with lettuce cheese.
No. I still don't know what to make of my relationship to Hanako. I like her. I can admit that much to myself. I want to protect her and shield her from the pain she feels. I really don't think my feelings are just those of friendship anymore. But that said, I feel like I don't even know her. If I made a move on her, how would she take it? Is she in an emotional state that would allow her to make a reasonable decision about a relationship? How would she cope with anything that might happen afterwards? Oh god! There's also the possibility that I'm completely misinterpreting Hanako. Not a difficult...
What are footsteps?
Yeah, those are in the game.
I know, it's just...
Not a
That's just-
difficult thing to do with someone whose social skills seem to be so underdeveloped. The sound of footsteps come up to the door, making me perk up. It ends up just being Miki.
Ah, Whiskers, are you
God
back?
damn it, Miki.
Yes.
She barely acknowledges my existence
did
when I
completely
accidentally make eye
forget about
contact with her. I'm about to look away, but another person comes in not long after she takes her seat. Oh fuck, it's Hanako!
It's her.
Oh my god.
I feel myself freeze as I see Hanako enter. This is an irrational reaction, but I have no idea how I should act or what I should say to her. For a moment, our eyes meet, and the Pokemon battle begins. Oh no, she ran away. And then, just as quickly, she looks away and moves to her seat without saying a single word.
I thought that was like the scene end.
I have no idea what's happening. As is now usual for the periods following class, my face is buried deep in a book that I find thoroughly uninteresting. Studying is not something that comes naturally to me. I didn't study a lot before coming to Yamaku, and until now I've largely managed to coast through on talent alone. It's frustrating that I can't do that anymore. Judging by the faces of the other students in the library, I don't think I'm alone in my distaste for this. Misery loves company, I suppose. I decide to spend lunchtime with Hanako, since we haven't had lunch together for a while now. I may as well spend the time studying, though. Aside from pathetically small snippets of small talk, there was barely a word said between us. Why does she keep doing this to me? I just want to protect her, to be there for her. But every time I feel like we're coming closer, we just end up further away.
Fuck that! Are you busy?
Hanako! Sorry. Oh, it's raining outside.
That's technically snow.
Yeah.
You got your wish.
Floridian snow.
No, this is untrue.
It's halfway there.
Oh,
Halfway.
we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer.
My head whips around in surprise, causing her to retreat in fright. That was bad timing. If I hadn't been thinking about her at the very moment, I probably wouldn't have been nearly so startled. Sorry, you just startled me. I find myself staring at her longer than I should, so I go back at the text lying on the table in front of me. I feel more like I'm just staring at the words rather than actually reading. I get the feeling Hanako can notice this as well, so I sigh and close the book. What's up?
I was just wondering what we're reading.
She looks a little downcast after my reaction to seeing her. Giving up on the prospect of getting any more work done, I get up and return the book to the place on a nearby. I return the book to its place on the nearby shelf. Just an English textbook.
Has it helped?
Nope. It helped me realize that I don't like English, yeah.
It's okay. I'm not a fan of the English either. Fucking
the
English.
You speak in a Western accent, which I imagine would sound very strange in Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
Oh god. Learn how to do a Hokkaido dialect or something.
It's very different. In fact, you probably couldn't tell the difference in a Japanese dialect if you didn't speak Japanese.
Well, I know, but it's still really funny.
Hajime mashite, yoroshiku. I may muse on the strange state of our friendship, but I do at least know that such little gestures are things that I wouldn't see. Oh god. But I do know that such little gestures are things that I wouldn't see were I not at least some distance closer to her than when we first met. I look at her for a moment, thinking about what I do and don't know about her. It's a slightly depressing topic.
Is something wrong?
If I want to know more about her, maybe I should stop being so evasive about it. Talking with Lilly as an equal rather than being constantly in fear of approaching her, being constantly in fear of causing her to become upset worked fine, so I should just try a straightforward approach with Hanako as well. Hey, Hanako, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Yeah, I do.
I want to know what your life was like. Your life before coming to Yamaku.
I just fucking said, you know.
She hesitates. I briefly consider backing up, but she seems to be taking the question quite seriously. I sit and watch her, silently letting her take her time. She's not making eye contact with me, and looks almost as if she's arguing with herself into letting herself open up to me more. Her answer finally comes in a stiff, almost reluctant nod. She looks far more tense than she did before I'd asked.
But in return, you got to tell me about your life as well. All right?
I know.
We got a deal, partner.
You feel
We got a
like
deal,
punk.
partner.
I nod and follow her as she begins to walk out of the library so we can talk.
I feel like I skipped. No?
Nah.
By now, most of the students have already left the main building, so apart from a few people hovering around the club rooms, the hallways are largely empty. I guess we'll start with coming to Yamaku. Let's see. I was in the hospital when my parents first told me about Yamaku Academy in Providence, Rhode Island. Ugh. My doctors told me I shouldn't go to my old school anymore. My parents agreed and persuaded me to apply for Yamaku, even though it would mean living away from them for the first time.
It must have been hard for you.
Well, yeah, I have to admit that it was. My parents both work long hours and full time, so having to live reasonably independently wasn't anything new to me. It was the fact that I was going to a school for disabled students that hit the hardest, I think. And you? A small group of chatting girls passes us as we reach the stairs, with Hanako pressing herself tightly to my side until we reach the school ground. She doesn't usually come this close while just walking in the school, so I'm left a little put off.
That is strangely accurate, CD. Oh, also, did you hear Persona 5 Royal for PC came out the other day?
Yeah.
Dude, that was back in October.
Yeah, the
No.
other day.
Wait, what?
It's like
We're
the
like
third.
3 days
We're
into
like
November.
it's not. I mean, yeah, it was probably like a week or so ago, but
Bro, it came out last month. What the fuck you think?
Yeah, no, wait, hold on. I'm Googling this crap.
Now.
what was it?
Man.
It
The
came out
22nd?
like a week and a half ago. P5R PC release date. October
It came out
31st. Oh, 2019. Hold on.
What?
October 20th.
Okay, 20th. Okay.
Still,
The
that's
top result when you
about-
Google it is its original release date, not its PC port date.
So about 2 weeks ago.
Uh, yeah, just under.
Oh boy.
Anyways, onward. The staff at the orphanage offered me some options on what I could do. Middle school hadn't been good, so I thought that Yamaku might be better. It was isolated, and I thought it might be easier to get by here with most of the others being disabled.
Pretty ironic that the reasons Hanako looked forward to Yamaku are the exact reasons I hated the idea. To me, it felt like I was being shunted somewhere away from society and everyone I knew. To Hanako, that was probably an inviting prospect. What was life like at the orphanage?
It was alright. The staff there were nice, and they took care of us. The children there didn't talk to me much, but I didn't really want to talk to them either, so I don't mind. The orphanage had a little library, so I started to read to pass the time. The staff didn't mind it because it made me easier to handle than any of the other children.
You didn't make any friends there?
No, I think my life was on hold during that time. I knew that, but I didn't mind.
I think her life was on hold for all that time. Though, depending on when the fire happened, that was a huge chunk of her life. No parents, no friends, apparently no relatives. We walked through the door into the courtyard. I expect the need to avert my eyes from the sun, but by now it's well into sunset. Hanako's eyes keep flicking to me, so I look away from her for a bit.
What was it like in the hospital?
I quickly clear my thoughts and try to refocus them. I hesitate for a bit, but I know that I have to tell her. We're close enough for her to feel comfortable telling me this, so it's only fair that I reciprocate. It was okay at times, but at others it was pretty bad. At the beginning, everyone sent their sympathies or came to visit often. It was just like breaking an arm or something. Meeting all my friends was one of the good times. That Hanako came in often as well, more often than anyone else. But there were bad times too. When my friends slowly stopped visiting, I began to realize how grave my situation was. It reminded me that this wasn't just a broken limb, but that I was now a different person than before. Even the times Hanako would spend with me became torturous. By the end, we were reduced to silence, whereas before she'd be talking constantly. That's how Hanako always was. She may have been a fragile person, but she would talk constantly to try and hide that fact. Not about anything particular, just talk. I think the 3 lowest points would have been when my parents told me I wouldn't be going to my old school anymore, my birthday passing while in the hospital, and when Hanako left for the last time. We leave the school building behind us as we begin to follow the main path through the gardens. There may have been the odd bystander in the school buildings, but outside we're practically alone.
What was your middle school like?
I liked it. I grew up in a really metropolitan area, and the middle school was nearby, so it was pretty crowded. I didn't mind it though, probably because I'm used to being in crowds and around lots of other people. I got good grades. I played soccer with my friends. I spent a fair bit of time hanging out with them after school as well. Did get teased a bit over my hair though.
Your hair?
I grimace a little as I put my hand over my hair to cover it. I'd keep getting tufts and strands that refused to flatten or stay where I wanted them, and my mother wouldn't let me just get my hair shaved. It had a habit of popping out no matter how much I tried to brush it down.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to press that button.
It still does. Just a little.
I was worried I'd get that reply.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I give a mild laugh and wave it off. It's fine. I know it still does. It feels strange to have someone act so interested in my past. If it were anyone else, I'd think they were just acting polite, but that's something I really don't think Hanako would do. Or if she did, she'd do it so badly that it would be obvious. There are a number of girls in the common room on the ground floor, and Hanako presses herself to my side once more as we pass them. I expect her to break off, but instead she continues to cling on to me as we walk towards the stairway. Something about the way she's holding on to me feels different than usual. I'm left deep in thought as we walk up the stairs and down the hallway. It's only when we stop that I look up and realize I've been following her without question. Why did we come to your dormitory room? She looks straight at the door without so much as a glance in my direction. Hanako? She moves to answer, but stops herself. Instead, she silently breaks from my side, opens her door, and steps inside. I look up and down the hallway, a bit lost as to exactly what I should do. Shrugging, I decide to follow her, since I don't have any reason to do otherwise. Hanako stands in the middle of her room and looks straight at me. It's unnerving when she does this, as it's such an unusual action for her. I open my mouth to speak, but she preempts me.
Could you close and lock the door, please? Pardon?
Hanako reaches for her chest, grabbing her blouse at her heart.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh golly
Here we
gee.
go, lads.
I turn to unlock the door shut, then freeze. The atmosphere is beginning to feel quite strange. This feeling is only made more profound when I hear the curtains behind me being pulled.
I know that that's the instinctual reaction CD, but this one instance, it is going to be safe not to.
Going to be night soon. We're a guy and a girl in a bedroom. She's closing the curtains and I'm shutting and locking the door. She can't really have that in mind. Can she? I gulp and turn around very, very slowly. Hanako is in the center of the room, but hasn't turned back to face me.
Hisao,
No.
would you be my deputy? No, I'm just- You told me about your past, so I have to tell you about mine.
She takes a deep, shuddering breath and pauses for a number of seconds. Her hands move to a ribbon and begin to tug, all but confirming my thoughts. Hanako.
Please don't say anything.
I obediently stay hushed as she slips off her ribbon and continues to unbutton her blouse, before working the clip on her bra. The process is slow. Perhaps it just feels slow because of what she's doing, I'm not sure. Frozen to the spot, all I can do is watch as Hanako, hands trembling, unclips her skirt and lets it drop to the ground. Are you sure we don't need to censor this?
Yes, I'm sure.
Hey, contents just. I would argue that kind of needs to be whatever.
I know, but also
it's weird because it's Hanako's route.
I feel like this specific instance, it's probably okay.
Oh yeah, we'll be fine.
We
Keep
get
going.
banned. We get banned.
People have done worse.
I also feel like this is far too plot relevant to censor.
That is also true. Finally, she takes her blouse in her hands and draws it off, her bra falling from her shoulders. And so, Hanako stands in the middle of the room, all but bared, save for her stockings and underwear.
This is me. All of you.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I like that that's how we start. Lovely.
Yeah, thanks, game.
My eyes are immediately drawn to her ass.
I mean her back.
Don't even fucking pretend, Hisao. Don't even fucking try. We know exactly what you were looking at.
You fucking perv.
My eyes are immediately drawn to the scarring on her back. The skin on her right side is of a similar texture to that of her face, but it's also stretched and taut, covering a much larger area. The scarring is by far the worst on the shoulder, buttock, and thigh.
God, Barry.
Just as my heart attack redefined my life, this is the event that redefined Hanako's. If I had seen this when I first met her, I'd have been shocked. Not only at the sight, but also at the idea that something like this was survivable.
Man, her scarring's so bad, it's literally bleeding off of
Going
her
onto
body.
the window.
Oh my gosh.
Affects the
That's her
air.
aura.
She's got a devil fruit that affects the surroundings around her with scars.
The bird fruit.
Oh god.
I know that was a One Piece reference, but I haven't gotten far enough to understand it.
But after having had time to get used to the idea, and after seeing the scars on her face, hands, and collar, my reaction is more measured. My reaction right now is not due to her scarring, but to her body.
Alright, I think we've done enough of showing this image. Let's bring the sensor up.
Neko.
Like, I really didn't want to censor too much of that scene, because I feel like it's way too plot relevant.
Yeah. Oh well.
Actually, right now it's totally fine. Why am I putting a censor up?
We'll have it ready. Actually.
Alright, we're totally fine, like, specifically right now.
The fire happened when I was 8 years old. It was not, and we were sleeping when it started.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hanako's voice trembles, the shaking of her blouse giving away the fact that her hands are doing just the same.
About being a ball when the fire swept over me. My mother, he tried to shield me. That's the only reason I lived.
Hanako's eyes begin to moisten, her voice cracking under the combined pressure of exposing herself to me like this, and reliving those painful memories from so long ago. I want to say something, anything, to make her feel better. I can't, though. I feel completely useless when faced with a situation like this.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
She's forcing herself to come so close, and it's times like this that I feel most distant to her.
I'm sorry for making you see this.
There's no point in denying the obvious. I think what I should say now, and what Hanako wants me to say now, is the truth. What I genuinely, honestly believe. It doesn't matter. You're a wonderful person, Hanako. Your body doesn't change that. She looks at me for a long time, her breathing uneven as she tries to remain steady amidst the emotions we're both feeling. It feels less like she's looking at me than she's looking through me. I slowly walk towards her and gently place my hands on her shoulders as she lets go of her blouse. She gasps a little, not in fright, but in a simple startlement. Being so close to her causes my mind to become a jumble of feelings. The scarring on her shoulders, plain to see, and the leather-like to the touch, conflicts strangely with her otherwise soft skin and silky dark hair. Hanako is a girl, with all that entails. She's taller than usual for a woman, but still has curves in all the right places. The nape of her
Hisao is now 11.
Yes, he's digressing. That's not the right word.
Regressing.
Regressing.
I digress.
I regress.
I regress.
The nape of her neck, just visible thanks to her hair slung over her shoulders, is alluring.
Sorry, 1 second. What? No, she's not. Sorry. Hisao said that she's slightly taller than the average woman. She is 5'3".
Maybe in Japan.
That's actually
Wait.
kind of fair.
Would
No,
she be
that's
taller
not
in
even
Japan,
true. Average height for a woman in Japan is 5'3", I think.
Okay,
Then hold
to be
on.
specific, she's 5. Oh wait, I'm so dumb. It's
And she's 18 too,
5.38
so it's
feet.
not
No,
like
she's like
it's a young.
5 point... Kane, you do this all the time!
I fucking okay.
Wait, what?
She's over 5... She's basically 5'5" at least, I think.
Yeah, she's 5'5", just under. Fuck, that completely threw
Which
me off.
would actually put her above average.
Above
height.
average. So there we go. Never mind. He sounds right. Fucking non-Americans and their stupid centimeters.
Yeah,
use
they're the
two
ones that are
numbers.
wrong.
They're the
Use
ones that
two
are wrong.
numbers.
They're the weird ones. I mean, come on, guys. 3 feet in a yard.
Oh, yeah.
How many yards in a mile?
Like 1,760
At least
or
two.
something like that.
He's technically not wrong.
I reckon there's 6 at least.
Yeah, 1,760.
Freaking they're good, man.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that such an awesome number to remember?
Yeah.
Are we gonna actually read this line?
I'm working on it, alright? I know that I'm not pretty, like Lily. I just wanted you to see me. The real me.
I've already seen the real you, though. You need to take off your clothes for that.
Oh, for
Oh boy,
fuck's
put it
sake.
up! Put it up! Put it up!
We clicked the button!
What the fuck?
What the heck?
What the fuck?
I have. Alright.
What?
That's it.
Someone had to draw that and think that was a good idea.
That's it.
What?
That's it. No more Katawa Shoujo.
Alright, thank you guys for watching.
Stream. Okay, here's what we can do. You can stream your screen or your OBS overlay to Discord.
Actually, that would work.
Why didn't it
But then we won't be able
disable
to
it?
read it. What do you mean?
No, we would put a set. Oh yeah. No, we can make it work.
I already put a censor up. It's fine. I just did not fucking expect that to happen.
Yeah. What the fuck? There's literally a toggle that was actively enabled.
Or CD. We told him it would be fine.
I'm so sorry, CD.
I lied.
The game lied.
I'm probably gonna have to go back through the VOD on YouTube and
Put a sensor
Of
up.
that,
yeah.
yeah.
Good idea.
She ordinary on my life till I Nichijou. She Nichijou on my life till I She my life be ordinary to.
What
A
was
game
that?
show?
Yeah, game show buzzer.
seriously, what the fuck?
What are you?
Katawa Shoujo. Why doesn't the adult
It's right fucking there.
content filter disable
Breath CD.
nipples?
Disable nipples.
Remove adult content.
What the fuck?
I guess the game just doesn't consider it adult content.
I mean, I guess like on an art site that would simply be rated M rather than rated A. So yeah.
I don't. All right. What is Twitch's and YouTube's policies on that? Deep breaths to
Can
CD. I'm
you
so
show
sorry.
nipples on Twitch? Update to our nudity.
We should probably like
Nipples.
I don't
Control
know,
F
whatever.
nipple. For those who present as women, we ask that you cover your nipples.
Really fucking helpful.
I don't
And
know.
male nipples.
I don't think it'll make a difference. Because it's artistic.
Yeah.
It's
It's-
stylized. It wasn't an actual nipple.
At this point, yeah, I don't.
At
know.
this point, I say we tough it through with a filter on until it's over.
Yeah. I'll go back through and edit the
Is this-
VOD.
Leo, you
I will
played this
immediately
before.
take
Why?
the VOD off of Twitch, and then I will go back through on the YouTube VOD and make sure that it's
That's smart.
that it's fine. I mean, let's be honest here. There's
should
no
have
one
just put
fucking
censor
watching this. It's not like I'm gonna get reported.
Mm.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
CD's
report you.
like that was the final straw. Leo.
CD's like, I'm done with you fucking
They're
people.
gonna need 3 there. but no.
Wait, viewers? I thought we only had 1 viewer, but it says we have 6.
It says we have 3.
Seven.
Wait, what about on YouTube?
Alright, guys,
Oh,
I'm
one.
really
Well, I
sorry
just-
to do this to you.
I just
do
went
you
into
wanna-
community, and it says
I can
viewers-
power through.
As
Alright.
long as I don't have lines, I can just look at Neko Arc dancing.
It's okay. Only real ones scare me.
I've trained for this.
What?
Too much.
I'm moving that to the smaller screen.
Oh, fudge.
Oh god.
I accidentally tabbed. Luckily, I was looking at the top left of my screen, so I didn't have to see
Fucking
anything.
killed
but-
me.
What did?
Caprese saying I've trained for this.
I'm gonna need a large amount. You have my fiver, Leo.
Alright, please keep reading.
Her lips are open, just a little. She lets out a sharp breath as, without thinking, I breathlessly lean forward and press my lips to hers.
What? Oh wait. Wait.
I was not expecting that. Kissing.
I wasn't. I was watching Neko Art dance, so I got I got lulled into a false sense of security.
Oh, now you don't know what I'm saying. I could be saying the lines right now.
And Rock starts making up.
These are the lines. This is the
And
line
that's
that
when
I'm
the
saying.
penguin waddled into
We
the
both
room.
take swords out and begin dueling.
I would genuinely. I wish it was that.
I still can't believe, like, I thought it would be totally safe if I just turned disable adult content off.
Apparently,
what the
they
fuck?
aren't sure what adult content is.
What the fuck do you mean this isn't adult content?
Ooh, someone played "See You Tomorrow" from Amori on the piano.
Onward.
The kiss only lasts for a fleeting moment before our faces part, our breathing quick and nervous. The feeling of Hanako's mouth lingers, and her eyes remain locked to mine. Oh god, I thought there was...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Scrambling a little, myself, I remove my tie and begin undoing the buttons of my shirt. Hanako remains standing where she is, looking at the ground in front of her rather than watching me undress. On the one hand, I'm thankful for that. I've always been somewhat self-conscious of my body, but my scarring has made that quite a lot worse. On the other hand, though, this atmosphere feels very strange.
I wonder fucking why.
My shirt falls to the ground in a heap, as untidy and crumpled as Hanako's blouse.
Like, I'm not going crazy. There is a check mark right there, right?
What if you turn it
Yeah.
on and off? What will happen? Probably nothing, but it's worth doing. Yeah,
You
nothing.
broke the game. I'm
No,
not
no.
looking.
It,
so-
and I've
Sure.
tested this before. I actually tested this on Emmy's route, just to make sure I knew how it worked. If you have that unchecked and you enter an H scene and then check it, it will not skip the H scene. There is a specific trigger for an H scene. And if the check is not there when that trigger goes off, then the entire thing will play out.
Mm.
Huh.
We already said this one.
Oh, we did. Okay, cool.
We did?
Yeah.
I read the first part of it and then got into
Oh
haven't
shit.
read it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hanako's entire body visibly flinches at the sound of the zipper on my trousers being pulled down.
We made the
What?
joke about it earlier.
Wait, why are we
now
doing
it's
this?
actually happening.
Oh yeah,
Whip.
baby.
Visibly flinches. Isn't that a sign to not?
I don't know.
At this point, right? Yeah, it's just.
I don't fucking know.
Aren't you forgetting to ask someone?
And G pops in. I don't.
Oh.
Consent was implied.
That is not a good thing to say.
Oh, we gotta
I'm pretty
make
sure
that a
that's the
fucking
exact
clip.
argument that doesn't work.
I think we need to make that one a fucking clip.
None of this can be clipped.
No, I'm
Maybe
not gonna
it'll
have
just be
CD
Neko arc.
clip. I'm not gonna have CD clip
Yeah,
this
true.
because it would mean you'd actually have to go back and look at it.
Ugh. My trousers dry on my shirt on Hanako's floor next to the bed.
Ah.
I legitimately, I hate to say it, I've checked out of this at this point. So if I keep responding
We'll let you know.
weirdly to things,
That wasn't on
Whatever.
purpose.
It was.
it's just you. That was the unhappiness noise of having to actually like
I was
voice that.
laughing.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
As do my socks in short measure. I hesitate before taking off my boxers and end up leaving them on. They represent one last hurdle I don't think I can overcome quite just yet.
Oh, thank
Sheer
God.
embarrassment stops me, along with not wanting Hanako getting even more worked up. My unease about the situation has also left me needing my own stimulation.
What?
What? What do you mean by that?
Hanako.
Just read it fucking faster, please.
Just go, please. Dear God, I can
She
feel my
gives
brain
him-
cells killing themselves off.
I didn't actually mean to do that. I'm sorry.
She gives a nod without so much as glancing at me, and makes her way to the bed as I do. She walks as if her legs were wooden sticks. I find it amusing if I weren't doing exactly the same thing. I take the initiative, turning around and sitting on the side of the bed. I look to her
Hey,
face to invite her to
Actually,
take a seat.
I'm gonna just say something. Do we just want to not? Like,
It'll
do we,
be over soon.
Is this
No,
really?
it
plot-
will
It'll be
skip.
over. It will skip.
Do we even need to read this though?
Yes.
Skip ourselves.
This is plot irrelevant.
Is it?
We
I'm
read all of
checked out. I'm
Delirium.
doing
This is
just
like
PG.
half as bad as Delirium.
You read Homestuck.
What was wrong with? Did I literally not note it? What happened in Homestuck?
Nothing. You just read it, and therefore you don't have an opinion.
You know, actually, I'll take that job.
I look to her face to invite her to take a seat either next to me or in front of me, but end up awkwardly looking down and to stop myself from staring at her body.
Oh, fucking finally! Thank God! Cuttlefish are here! Oh. Alright, is it say. Alright, I can't.
And then, after a couple of seconds, I feel like this is not. Never mind. It ends.
You know, I named the left one Death, and then the right
Just
one
stop. How
Taxes.
about we just
What?
keep not reading the lines?
You know,
just
I don't
wait
have many
till it-
friends, so I figured I'd give them names.
The sound. The left and the right referring to your hands, right?
Sure.
Okay, real quick.
sound
That
of-
line is not important. Skip.
Alright, fine, jeez.
What?
The sound of Hanako's breathing in my
No,
own.
skip. Jesus.
It did skip. We're done.
It's over.
I still don't think this is plot relevant, but if
Oh.
you really want to read it,
It's about to be plot
I can
relevant.
keep
We're
tapping.
gonna-
I don't particularly care. The
The
sound,
sound-
of Hanako's breathing in my own rings in my ears, almost painfully loudly. Hanako holds an arm over her face, her mouth open and gulping in air. As I hold myself over her, suddenly my arms almost give way and my vision distorts, as if someone's grabbed it and pulled sideways. I let myself fall sideways onto the bed, besides the panting Hanako for fear of falling off, for fear of falling onto her instead.
why did this visual novel need H scenes?
To sell. Every visual novel does
It's
this.
free!
It's fucking free!
To sell is a concept.
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
It really didn't. I'll tell you firsthand.
I
don't
assure
think it
you,
did.
the only reason that people gave into this game and looked at it was because of the scenes. There's a reason one of the quotes that people say when they talk about this game is "came to Fab, stayed for feels."
Came for. Wait,
I-
came for what?
Came to fucking look at H scenes and stayed for feels.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Why
would
did
not
we
know.
why
the
did
word
we have
for
to explain that to Whiskers?
that. I really should have
It's
not
a-
just. I shouldn't have asked
We
because
both lie
I
beside each
probably
other,
could have guessed.
naked and pressed against one another in order to fit into a bed made for a single person. My eyes try to focus on the ceiling, to not much success. Pulling a blanket over us to stave off the cold is all I can do. The only sound in the room is that of our breathing. The sweat that I had accumulated on my body feels uncomfortable. We're both physically and emotionally exhausted, and a complete mess all over. Oh, fuck.
This would be so funny. This would be such a funny
It
time.
would actually be.
It would be
JoJo's
so
music comes
awful,
on.
though. Like, imagine Hanako had another person die because of her.
Oh god. It would be for
Oh my
Hisao to
God,
die this way.
You
It
guys
would
don't
be
even
funny.
know what you're giving me flashbacks to right now.
Excuse me?
Okay, let's just continue. We've
My vision
Oh, I
slowly
don't
begins
wanna
to return to
know.
normal as I continue to stare at the ceiling, but my limbs still feel like jelly. I try to concentrate on my chest and find its beat irregular and mildly painful.
Ugh.
This is a dangerous
That
time.
made my own heart hurt.
I have to think this through and not panic, lest I make my situation any worse. With a huge effort, I take control of my erratic breathing, forcing myself to make long, deep breaths. I count half a dozen before I start feeling physically calm again, and press my hand on my chest to assure myself. My heart beats back to normal. I'm okay.
Alright, I am almost 100% positive that this scene is okay.
Man.
But I really want to show this image specifically, but I'm
Why?
fucking terrified.
What is so special about this image?
It's cute. I don't know, dude.
I mean, if you cut her off at the head, maybe.
Views.
Well, I mean, my worry is not about this CG. I know this.
There was
CG
no
is
need
fine.
to be a coward. Continue.
What do you mean continue?
Continue reading.
Turn the sensor off or no?
Turn the sensor off. I
yeah.
think we're good.
Mm-hmm.
But have your finger on the trigger.
I had my finger on the trigger, but I accidentally bumped my hand while I was trying to turn it off.
Oh, really? Was that what happened?
Yes.
Okay, I was not paying attention.
My mouse.
The minute that
was
came up,
right
my eyes were
over
somewhere else.
The toggle to turn visuals from Katawa Shoujo off. It was right over the toggle.
And then it was so shocking.
I turn my face towards Hanako, who's already looking at me. Her expression looks pretty dazed, but underneath that, there's definitely a look of concern. She's realized what happened.
Oh shit. Now, if only I had been able to do that when I...
Arrhythmia to the rescue.
Okay.
Do take that into context.
Everything back to normal. I find myself barely able to get the words out between breaths. I don't think sex would tire a normal body out this much, so I have no doubt my condition's at least partially my fault. Why
Don't
did my
say
body
it.
have to do this right
Don't
now?
say it, Leo. Don't say
All
it.
I'm saying is this never happened with Ren.
Leo?
I was about to say that, but with Emmy.
Oh.
I was about to say that, but with Emmy, because I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, don't, please.
Hmm.
No, do not contemplate.
I'm contemplating this bullshit. Oh wait, don't get up.
Did we skip a line? I feel like I saw
Kitty.
something. No, okay, weird.
I do have a question about that though. Is it ever, like, his heart condition ever addressed in this way, like in any other route?
Like, specifically after sex, or...
Yeah.
After sex, no. I mean, I think there's a couple other instances where his heartbeat gets erratic, but never, like, anything
So what
else.
I'm hearing is Hanako just goes fucking crazy, and that's about it.
We gotta, I guess we gotta replay the whole thing off stream, guys. We gotta actually...
We gotta find out. We gotta know for Lord.
Oh, shoot, would you look at the time? I gotta go.
Alright, guys, we've got 15 minutes,
Yeah,
and we still have
we
a
go,
lot
go,
of
go,
this
go, read,
game
read, read.
left.
All thoughts of my heart, though, are pushed aside as I see the white smile forming on Hanako's face.
What?
What?
Did you
Continue.
know?
Lines. All thoughts of my heart are pushed aside when I see the wide smile forming on Hanako's face.
Hold on. Just in case, I kind of feel like I need to set up a
Bruh.
like
Okay,
a hotkey. But I don't know how.
Wouldn't
We'll
be a
do it
bad
later.
idea.
Just put up the sensor for now.
Well,
They
no,
saw the
it's
image.
not.
No, I
Katawa
can't.
I've,
Shoujo.
I've got it.
Hanako, NSFW Sieges. Do any of these look like they're appeal after the fact?
Why?
Fucking, my computer thinks I'm Canadian and has me verified with a bot. Click images. These aren't even any of them. What the? That she's it. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil myself from clicking off.
The way you said that. That's
No, okay. I know
That's
for a
cheesy.
fact that if you have
Wait a minute.
that if you have the disable adult content on, none of the actual CDs with nudity in them will show up.
Okay,
I don't
so-
know why it doesn't apply to the sprite art. I'm not worried about the CGs. I am worried specifically about the game cutting back to sprites and there still being an issue.
I think we'll be okay.
All right, let's just keep
I
going.
feel like
I
it's
think-
yeah.
I
think it's
have
just gonna,
my hand over
Personally, I
if
prefer
the
neck
scene
art,
goes
but-
black, I
Yeah.
have it there so I can turn off the video.
Okay, cool. Continue.
As always, I smile back without another thought. Hanako's smile has always been something infectious in its childlike sweetness and earnesty. Something that sets her apart from anyone else I know. Right now,
Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake!
we don't need words. Everything we want to communicate to each other, we can share just fine without them. Boo 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 boo.
Oh,
We
thank
made
God.
it!
Ding, ding,
Fudge.
Boo boo boo
ding,
boo boo.
ding,
It's
ding,
over.
ding, ding, ding.
Congratulations, this
Please tell me
gentleman
it's a Saturday now.
was
Sunday.
the greatest trial that the Empire's gang has ever overcome.
Oops.
Worse than scheduling for OBE.
Worse
somehow.
than schedule.
Wait
You
a minute.
literally whatever. I don't even care anymore.
I mean, he didn't
OBE
say what it meant. Shut up.
is
Stop repeating
Shut
it.
up.
fun. It stands for One Bacon Empire.
Wow, that definitely isn't one
It's
of the
actually a
words. It's
ripoff
actually-
of One Piece where everyone tries to race to make the best piece of bacon. This is not a lie. We are doing this, by the way.
In reality,
Yeah,
it's a
but
race
you
to
guys
see
are
how
scheduled.
fast we can get back on track.
Oh yeah, good idea. Go.
Mmm.
Oh shit, hold on.
Mmm.
But yeah, put up the sensor.
I got sensor's going back up. I don't trust the game.
Yep.
My eyes feel heavy as they slowly open.
I
The light from
traumatized
inside-
myself, CD.
It just traumatized
Okay.
me. I
The light
wanted a
from
happy
outside
life
making
too.
me
CD.
blink a bit to let them get adjusted. My body feels like lead and my head is just as heavy.
Don't say it.
What?
Knees weak.
I'm sweet.
arms
No.
spaghetti.
Okay, nope. Continue.
Go, Rock.
Waking up to an unfamiliar ceiling is an uncomfortable feeling. It reminds me of the first time I awoke to the dimpled white tile ceiling of the hospital.
CD, we need to add "don't say it" followed by someone saying it to the bingo.
It's only after spending a few seconds staring up that I realize where I am. This is Hanako's dormitory room. I feel as though my heart stopped again as the events of last night rushed through my heads. Rushed through my head, blood rushes to my cheeks, and I shut my eyes once more. There's very little point to getting myself worked up this early though, so I try to push such things out of my mind for now. I rolled my head to the side to see if Hanako's where she was when I drifted off to sleep. All that's there now is an empty space on the bed and the room beyond. I sluggishly sit up and rub my eyes before pinching the bridge of my nose and looking around the room. The only person here is me. I'm still bereft of my clothes, and after a quick scan of the floor for them, I notice that they're neatly folded into a corner of the room. Try as I might, I can't see Hanako's anywhere. The foil packet for the condom's been removed too, presumably.
Oh, thank God.
Well, at least it was safe.
I
I guess.
I don't remember Hisao buying that.
Yeah, why did he just have that on?
I'm
Maybe-
curious as to. I ain't
You know what? No,
going back
no.
and-
Let's
Again,
let's
Hanako
just
go crazy.
Okay,
With a
let's
great
just
yawn,
go.
I get myself out of bed and quickly look for some underwear. I grimace a little at the prospect of putting my boxers back on after yesterday's efforts did a good job on them, but I don't have much of a choice.
Wait,
Oh,
go read. Jesus Christ!
Taking advantage of the fact
But
that I
I need
have
2
some time
coffees
without
for
anyone
this.
around, I get myself dressed for the coming school day in short order. And then, I'm alone. Without anything more to busy myself with, my mind becomes focused on the fact that I'm standing in another person's bedroom after we spent the night together, but there's not a single sign of her around.
Is this something?
My gut proves to be more helpful than my brain at working out this riddle. With a loud growl, it reminds me that she may well just be getting breakfast. I would have liked to wake up next to her, but maybe it's a good thing I have a few moments alone. Hanako's room, as always, is quite bleak in appearance. There are precious few decorations and practically no personal artifacts that aren't hidden away in cupboards or drawers. She lived here for 3 years, but the room looks like it's as if it's been barely occupied for a single day. I shouldn't overthink this. She might just like living this way, as some do. Having the ability to put such low stock in physical possessions does have its advantages, but even so, it feels a little disconcerting given her past. She said she viewed herself as having her life on hold while at the orphanage. She certainly lives as if she still does, but after what happened last night, it's pretty hard to imagine that she still thinks that way. The sound of the door handle cracks through my thoughts, and I turn to face it. Sure enough, Hanako comes through and shuts the door behind her. She has what seems to be 2 microwaved instant meals in her hands, so this is a little difficult. Good morning, Hanako.
Ain't
Oh
gone.
fuck, can muted.
Do you want me to do it or should we just wait?
Let's just wait.
That's a good idea.
In fact, while he's gone, I'm gonna go grab a glass of water.
I'm gonna go,
Go ahead, I'm going
contemplate
to-
all of my life choices.
I was about to say that as well.
I'm really upset.
I am too. Oh well, it's Katawa Shoujo. Do you not remember this from the first time you did it?
No,
Actually, that was you. That was
it's like
years
2 or
ago.
3 years ago.
CAD is BRB as well. It's just silent. Like everyone's just freaking like thrown
I'm
off.
just fucking dead inside.
Well, also 90% of them are muted or left.
Yeah, I
So,
really thought I would have time. Oh well, I'm back.
you were only gone for 30 seconds.
Priest is
Rock's
gone
yeah.
now, but that's probably fine.
Morning.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Move, line, move. Alright, well, we'll wait for Brock. He's only getting a glass of water after. We're all just gonna sing the soundtrack until he gets back. And then just be
I
like, what is
have
that?
never made tamagoyaki that looked like that before.
Tamagoyaki?
How do y'all do it?
Huh?
I'm just looking at something.
I need to focus. The Neko arc. I would say we can remove Neko arc, but I don't think we can.
This is not Stride. This is Stride, yeah. I forgot the ending of Stride sounds completely different than the beginning.
Is it Stride?
Yeah, the track.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Strive, and I'm like, you're playing Guilty Gear?
Nah. Dun, 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 I don't think we're gonna finish it in time, but I also
I really
so
want
long
to
as
finish it in time, but everyone fucking left.
sorry, I needed to pee.
Get a glass
No, I like it, but what happens is when you leave, everyone
Everyone
else
else
leaves.
goes.
One
You're just that
person
important,
leaves,
and
and it
everyone
just
gets too sad.
creates this cascade effect.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, guys,
Oh, is
I've
Marak
got-
back?
He is.
All right, read.
Oh god, okay. She gives a little bow before making her way to her desk, setting down both plates. I can now see them to be small satay dishes. Their contents steaming with a fork stuck inside the rice of each. I give thanks to her for bringing them in, and we each take one and get down to eating. She sits down on her desk chair while I sit on the side of the bed. I don't like talking while eating, so the silence between us isn't annoying enough in and of itself. It's the fact that it only exists because we don't quite know what to say to each other that's off-putting. Hanako glances toward me every so often as she eats. I only notice her doing so because I'm doing the same thing. We're eating together as if we were a couple.
Oh wait,
We
I
even
can
had
take the
sex last
sensor
night.
off. But after this
The
line.
first for both of us. Something feels wrong, though. Maybe that's why we can't even say a word to each other as we finish our plates and leave them in the sink.
Is it sink?
The sink.
I'd sink. I want to sink. Anyways,
Maybe that's why we leave Hanako's room without holding hands or making small talk. Maybe that's why it feels as if we're further apart than we've ever been before. We enter the classroom together, neither of us so much as glancing at each other. Just after we do so, I realize that this may have been a mistake. Shizune lifts her eyebrows at the sight, her suspicions raised.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
why didn't Hisao just like go home and take a shower and then come in later?
We reach the center aisle between the classroom desk and look to each other. I'm not quite sure what I should say. Does she want me to address her as a girlfriend? I don't think our relationship was... Oh, that's why this feels so strange. See you.
Okay.
I awkwardly hold up a hand as we part and take our seats at our respective desks. I can't even look back to her out of embarrassment. I feel like the gulf between Hanako and me is because of me. Oh no. Shizune begins to make her way towards me, but then Muto enters the room.
The goat.
Saved by Muto.
Paid by the bell. I'm thankful for his arrival being so well timed, drawing Shizune and her questioning away to wait for another time. I wouldn't have been able to answer anyway. I wouldn't have been able to answer her anyway. I like Hanako, but I never told her what my feelings are for her. Hanako never said she saw me as anything beyond a friend, either. Yet, despite that, we slept together. The bell to signal the beginning of lunch rings out. Muto is taken a little off guard, his chemistry lecture being cut off mid-sentence, much to his chagrin. For the entirety of his class, his rambling is passed through one ear and out the other as my mind mulls over the question of Hanako. I can't get her out of my mind, and by now I managed to wind myself up about it. I realized that she never said yes to what we did. She didn't say no either, but would she have been able to? She's extremely submissive at the best of times, and no doubt it took a gargantuan effort to show me her scarring. I decide to try and at least make conversation with her. That'd be better than the monosyllabic communication that's been the most we've managed between each other so far today.
That was a sudden uptick in like language.
Yeah.
I've been talking a lot.
I meant like that was like someone pulled out a thesaurus for that one line.
line?
Monosyllabic.
Monosyllabic communication.
Oh.
Just a very odd word. I don't think I've ever seen that word before.
I've used
Me
it.
neither.
It's in the context
Of course you have.
Oh, shut up.
Well, okay. I mean, it's one of
In
the
the
funny
context
things.
of a Brandon Molbuck, leave me alone.
Well, I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but I'm saying
I'm just saying you're a nerd.
you're you, Leo, and I wouldn't change that for the world.
You're a monosyllabic nerd.
Objectively untrue. My name has more than one syllable in it.
Your nickname.
Your
No,
new
I guess
nickname
they're
is
both
Low.
Leo.
Low.
I guess
No,
Jack is the
Frenchman
only
is so
one.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess Jack is the only one.
Whiskers.
Yeah.
Caprese. Medic.
Well,
Kane.
regardless.
Kane is arguably 2 syllables.
No,
No,
it's
it's
I'll
not.
have to shorten mine to Whisk.
Kane has
How
a
do you-
diphthong in it, I think.
Yeah.
Jack? I
Kane?
don't want to know it. I do want to know, but I don't want to know now.
And
Go.
that's linguistics talk for the day.
Okay. Morocco, there you go.
I walk to her desk intending to chat, but she awkwardly blushes and looks down even before I've come up to her. I take a breath to speak, but find myself lost for words. What in the world should I say to her? Hearing approaching footsteps, I turn to see Shizune and Misha already making their way towards us, no doubt with the intent to start asking troublesome things. A couple of other classmates are looking at us and gossiping between themselves as they throw sidelong glances. They must also have noticed Hanako and me coming in together earlier.
Is it not, like, just normal to meet up with someone in the hall or something and walk to class with Like, that's what I don't understand about this.
I guess it's the fact that everyone's noticing that they're being different with each other normally, I guess.
It's also the fact that it's Hanako.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but this has happened before.
That is
True.
true. So it's probably that they're just acting different. I open my mouth to reassure Hanako, but she preempts me.
Dude, no wonder fucking everyone's looking at us. Your fly's down. I gotta do something.
She gets out of her chair and dashes for the door. A couple of the books and pens that were on her desk are sent falling to the floor in her room. Not many people seem to care about this event. A few look around to see what all the fuss is about, but go back to what they were previously doing soon after. I'm left despairingly looking at the door that Hanako disappeared out of. The idea of running after her passes through my mind, but I'm fairly sure that Hanako can run faster than I can. And besides, what'd I have to say once I caught up anyway?
I'm dying.
Heart has a heart attack on the spot. I think we've met the daily quota for heart attack jokes too.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Bars,
We just
bars.
joked about mixed dialogue quality too, which would give us a bingo.
That's right.
I think it's the
Woo!
same one we got last time. Burst into song, heart attack joke, linguistics tangent, Hisao acting like he's 12, and mixed dialogue quality.
Nice. What about Toby Fox?
That's
We
what I
are.
do.
Oh, hold on. Have we gotten a Leo
Double
Clutch
bingo.
anime
We
insight
mentioned-
moment yet?
No? Wait,
No.
have we?
No.
Maybe. If we did, no one realized it, so maybe it doesn't count.
Alright. we'll
Anyways,
move on.
go. We have 30 minutes. Go! Oh my god.
We don't have 30. Are we ending it at 11?
I don't know. Are
No,
we?
I have to take so basically at 9 o'clock I have to do my walk around the building, and so long as everything goes all right, that will only take 20 to 30 minutes. But in the small event that someone actually starts fucking dying, I'll probably be gone until like midnight.
Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Chances are low, and that's why we're trying to hurry it up.
Alright, that's fair.
Our
Eventually-
CD did just bring up that I.
Leo.
That
Oh
I,
my god.
sorry.
Leo, it doesn't matter. I'll read what
We
CD
would
says.
just have a bingo, like if we did. Like this is an actual point.
No one cares. Bingos are for nerds. Let's go.
It's also not really anime insight.
All right, whatever.
Eventually, I simply crouch down and begin picking up the items that fall into the ground from her desk. I feel low in every way, reduced to this as students pass by me on their way out of the room.
Oh fuck!
I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look up to see Shizune and Misha looking at me. Curiosity about the situation written on their faces, mixed with a slightly apologetic look to the idea that they were
dude.
partially responsible for what just happened.
That. Caprese?
I'll hold on.
If you need a mute and
You
do the
gotta do
laugh,
the
go
laugh.
ahead.
No, I don't need to mute, but I have a laugh coming on. Oh my god, dude.
I know,
I'm so
no.
sick right now.
You got it. Are you
Here,
actually
I,
sick?
yeah, but check
Oh
this
no.
out. Okay.
Well,
Hey, John, if we can help out at all.
God, that does not sound right.
Misha, do
Maybe
you
you
have a
should take a
cold?
break for tonight.
Hold on, let me give it one more
Okay.
shot.
No, the issue isn't that it doesn't sound good. It sounds like your voice is breaking as you talk.
It sounds fine. It sounds like you're about to die, though.
All right, who shall take over Shizune? Misha.
I'll take over, but you can continue.
All right.
We get
I
deep
shake
voice Misha.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Giga Chad Misha. I just shake my head. This isn't a matter for them. And Chizune expression and the tone of Misha's voice, I think they know the same thing.
Oh wow.
Oh, we don't
Shizune-
even need to.
Shizune acknowledges my response and gives a solemn bow before making her way out of the room. Misha soon follows her out, obediently following her role as Shizune's shadow. I pick myself up, book and pens in hand, and place them inside Hanako's desk. With the classroom now empty, I end up just leaning against her desk and thinking to myself in silence. It feels like there's complete emotional disconnect between Hanako and me. We haven't known each other for all that long, and despite wanting to start going out with her, I really don't know all that much about the way Hanako views things. I've been studying as hard as I can for exams, but I still don't feel like I have any real sense of direction behind it. I tried to be a friend to Hanako, even if I couldn't tell her my feelings, and all we've done is drive each other apart. I couldn't even write a letter back to the one girl who ever loved me, Hanako. What should I do? What can I do? I simply don't know the answer to either of those questions. I do know that no one else can help me out with them. Just going back to the way things were would make me happy enough, but I know that it can never happen. Something changed between us last night. Maybe it changed beforehand, and it just came to a head then. I know there's a wall that Hanako has between me and her. I've been hitting that wall every time I tried to interact with her on any level. But now, I'm beginning to think that I have my own wall between us just as much as she does. She had to practically drag my past out of me, and mine was much less traumatic than hers. I want to say it's because I haven't had long to adjust since my heart attack, but I know full well that would just be an excuse. The one time I can recall when it really felt like she was opening up to me of her own accord, we were playing billiards in the city. I was the one who stopped her from going any further. I want to know Hanako better. I want to save our friendship, if not begin a real relationship with her. My mind begins to tick as I sit against her desk, thinking to myself in the empty classroom that we spent so much time in together. I have to talk to Hanako. I pace around in the park.
Hold on.
Feelings.
I need to check something real quick. Oh,
Which track was it? I didn't see.
Breathlessly.
Breathlessly.
that's
Got
not
it.
what I was checking.
I know, but
I pace around in the park, feelings of anxiety rolling over me. Every so often, I reach into my pocket to take out my phone, but each and every time I hesitate and end up slipping it back in. If this were any other normal situation, I wouldn't be cutting classes. Unfortunately, it isn't. And so I find myself in the town below the school at 2 in the afternoon. Hey look, there's people here.
We are on the final scene, by the way, guys.
Oh wow.
shit.
We can
What?
read. Go.
Ever since I met Hanako, I've been the one to initiate everything between us. The one that started conversations. Went to her whenever she was, and suggested what we do. Today, this once, I don't want to be the only one doing that. My hand dives into my pocket once more. This time, I quickly navigate to the texting menu before I have the chance to change my mind again. Hanako, if you want to talk, I'll be at the park in town for a while. Fighting a last measure of doubt, I thumb in my message to Hanako and press the button to send it. And now, I wait. My part in this has been fulfilled. What needs to happen now is for Hanako to make the decision. It would be meaningless for me to drag her here. She needs to decide for herself whether she wants to meet me. The apple juice from the vending machine tastes awfully bitter as I swill it down. My grip on the can has caused it to dent slightly in the middle. I shouldn't be this tense, but it's probably inevitable. Hanako is dear to me. What happened in the last couple of days has put a lot of pressure on both of us. The idea of losing all the progress we've made in coming closer to one another, and losing our friendship as a whole, is deeply unsettling. But even then, I still don't really know how close we are. I may have had sex, but before that, all I knew us to be was friends. Maybe we are more than that, but if so, I never realized it. Maybe that's why I feel so uneasy right now. I don't understand Hanako, despite all the time we spent together. The minutes are ticking by, and I still have no idea whether she'll show up.
Hisao?
I pause for a moment, almost not believing that I'm hearing the voice I'm hearing. I drop the can and stand up with a start. Hanako. We look at each other for a few seconds before Hanako becomes too embarrassed to maintain eye contact and begins to nervously fiddle with the roughly cut lock of hair covering the side of her face. When I went to see Hanako in her room by myself after her breakdown, I had no idea what to say. That was fine, then. All either of us wanted was to be in each other's presence. Now, though, I feel like I need to talk to her directly. I want to break down this wall between us before it forces us apart for good. Hanako, what we did that night. How should I interpret that? Hanako stops playing with her hair and looks at me, her head cast slightly downwards. She looks ashamed, which is probably a good mirror of how I would look right now if I wasn't so concerned.
I thought that was just an average Sunday.
God damn it!
I'm sorry. I thought you might eventually go away if I was only someone you needed to protect. I thought that if I let you do that, you might see me as someone more than that.
My first reaction is disbelief, but I did do it with her, after all. I had plenty of opportunities where I could have stopped things, stepped back and questioned what we were doing. In the end, though, I didn't. A horrible feeling rises up in the pit of my stomach. She offered herself to me because of what she thought I wanted, and now it feels like I took advantage of her. She may have been willing, but only under false premises. I've never been good at hiding my emotions from physically showing, and now is no different. Hanako looks down once more, a strange mixture of depression, regret, and sickness written to her face. Thick silence hangs in the air, save for the breeze blowing through the trees and around us.
I'm speechless.
I don't got much more.
I knew you couldn't look at me that way.
Hanako's words are said in little more than a whisper, seemingly directed just as much at herself as to me. In what way? What do you mean?
All I ever was to you was a useless person. Just someone to protect. Someone like a child. I wanted to be more to you than that. But after so long, I guess I got used to it.
The tone of her voice is unlike anything I've heard her use before. She sounds disgusted. Not at me, but at herself.
After I came out of my room, I saw that you had started drifting away. I felt like I was gonna lose you because you wanted somebody you could have that kind of relationship with. You were more quiet in school than before, and you were getting on so well with Yuko, I thought that I might lose you.
She thought I was bored of her because I wanted a romantic relationship. But we're friends, right? I wouldn't just abandon you like that, even if what you're saying was true.
Friendship. Well, friendship was something I thought I'd given up on. I stopped believing in others after what happened after the accident. Before the accident happened, I got on well with people and other children. I didn't have many friends, but I didn't mind because the ones that I treasured, the ones that I had. Afterwards, though, I was called names by others and teased a lot. It hurt really deeply. The teachers tried to help me, but they couldn't do much. Even many of them recoiled just at the sight of me. Among those calling me names and teasing me were the ones that I thought were my closest friends. From then on, I believed that it didn't matter if nobody else acknowledged me. All my existence ever did was make people troubled after all. It was easier if I just didn't exist. But then, after meeting Lilly, and then you, I tried, but I couldn't make myself think that way again.
This time, she didn't trust me. She thought, just like everyone else in her life had, that she was worthless. Someone to throw away once I got bored of being with her. That hurts. As the one kind of person I never, ever wanted to be seen as. Because I know better than most just how horrible it feels to be thrown away by those who thought liked me. She's cracking from the memories she's bringing up. I feel useless, completely unable to console her. In a strange way, though, I am almost thankful that she's allowing me to know this. The wall between us is going away, even if it hurts so badly to bring down. Hanako, if you had just told me.
Was I wrong?
Of course you. She wasn't. Hanako wasn't wrong. It's difficult to force myself to admit this, but I know trying to deny it is pointless. To me, and to Lilly, she was someone we tried to protect. She had become to me what I'd become to my friends after my heart attack. A broken person. I liked her, possibly even loved her, but I never acted on that precisely because I thought she was so fragile. I mean, I don't look at you that way now. I got worried about you after what happened to you in class, and I thought I should try and protect you. When you locked yourself in your room, though, I got afraid. I thought you were rejecting me, and it forced me to think about a lot of different things.
I wasn't rejecting you.
She blurts it out with an almost scared tone to her voice, taking me off guard. She quickly becomes embarrassed by her outburst before clenching her fists and working through what she wants to say in her mind.
I would never do that. Not to you. Even though I was scared, even though I wanted to try and push you away, you still tried to get closer to me. I locked myself away because I was just a burden to you, to Lilly, and to everyone. Every birthday was the same. Everyone doing their best to pretend that I mattered. Everyone pretending everything was all right for that one day of the year. I didn't want to exist, but they wouldn't let me. Even after meeting Lily, everything was the same. I was as useless as I'd always been, unable to do anything for her or for myself. Didn't want to be the same way to you.
Lily and I were completely wrong. From what she said, everything we did for her, it would have only made her feel worse. Even what little I thought I had right about her was a complete misjudgment. After you locked yourself in your room, I decided to try and work my past out as well, and sort out my future. I didn't know how to deal with the things I'd lost by coming to Yamaku, so I was trying to sort them out myself. I thought it would help us become better friends if I did that. Silence hangs in the air. I try to keep looking at her, but I can't. I feel really low, and though I want to apologize, I don't know how I possibly could. I hear her take a deep breath, and then I look back to her after hearing her drop to the ground. The sound of her crying breaks my heart. I know I'm responsible for this, and I know that I can't do anything to help her. If Hanako feels ashamed, then I feel all the more so. I rush to her as tears continue to roll down her cheeks, unabated, wrapping my arms around her. I don't care about how I must look anymore. I just want to be close to her right now.
I'm sorry, he's out. I've messed up everything.
It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm the one that should be sorry. I was meddling around behind your back, and I never told you anything. I can feel my grip tightening on Hanako as my vision blurs. I can't be bothered trying to hold back now. I have to force my words out as a lump begins to stick in my throat. To tell you the truth, Hanako, I was scared. For the first time since my heart attack, I was really scared.
He's out.
I lost so much when I came to Yamaku. I was depending on you more than I ever thought I did. Even now, I still have that hole inside me. After losing my entire life and everyone I'd known, the thought of losing you as well.
But I'm just a useless.
You're my friend, Hanako. You're more than that. I love you, Hanako. I love you so much that the thought of losing you frightened me so much. Nah, this is bad. I'm really letting all of this out. I can't bring myself to look at her face right now.
I'm sorry, he's out. I can't help feeling a bit happy. For so long. That's all I've wanted to hear.
The last of the floodgate breaks, the sound of her crying permeating the air as her body jerks against mine. We hold each other tightly, connected more closely than ever in our shared grief and our shared happiness. I don't know how things are going to be like after this. Right now, though, I don't care. There's no other person in the world that either of us could possibly share these memories and emotions with. Nobody. After dropping the dirty can next to the bench, I take a seat beside Hanako. She put away the handkerchief I gave her to clean herself up, which hasn't helped much. Then again, I doubt I look much more presentable. Even now, I feel emptied and a bit embarrassed after letting my emotions out in public like that. It's not a bad sensation, though. I think Hanako feels the same way, too. Have you calmed down a bit?
Yeah. Thank you.
For a while, we just sit and take our time before talking to one another. We both need a little time to collect ourselves.
The weather's nice this time of year.
Yeah, it is. I close my eyes for a moment, relishing the feeling of the sun's heat and the cool breeze against my face. The weather really is nice today. Really, really nice. You know, I don't really want to go back to classes right now. Do you? She shakes her head as she finishes wiping her eyes with her cuff. The small smile she gives is nice, and it's a reminder of how earnest it can be.
Hell not, partner.
I'm fucking dying for some reason. I think you guys made me laugh too much earlier and I tore some fucking thing in my throat.
Ooh.
Ow.
The entire scene, I was like, I can't cough.
If you can
Just
mute.
mute yourself.
That's the smarter thing to do, but I was too busy focusing on not coughing.
Anyways, please, I got 4 minutes.
Alright,
Alright, go.
Smiling for other people might be a completely normal, everyday thing. For Hanako, though, she smiles so rarely and so sincerely that each and every time she does it, I feel a sense of relief and happiness.
I'm sorry for everything.
It's okay. I think we both have a bit to be sorry for.
I know that. I'm too shy. I know you don't want me to be. But I know you don't want me to be. But I don't think I can.
You can change, Hanako. I know that because even in the time I've known you, you've already changed. To be honest, just being able to sit here and talk to you like this means you've changed a lot since we first met.
But I can't be like that for anyone else. I don't even have any plans for after school ends either.
Hanako's confidence begins to slide down again, but I think that now I can finally talk to her as an equal. I can do it because I know that we're the same in so many ways. Give yourself time. I think you'll be able to achieve what you want. No, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. I can see you've been trying, and I have faith in you. And you can depend on me if you need someone to support you, you know.
But I can't ask that of you.
You can, because that's exactly what I'm asking of you. I'm going through the same thing, you know. It's called love. Hanako smiles. Before I get off the bench and dust myself off, she does the same in short measure. I'm kinda hungry. Wanna grab something to eat? She nods vigorously. The way she's smiling, the way she's acting, even just the general air she gives off, I feel as if this is the first time I've seen her genuinely happy. We both make our way onto the street, walking beside each other.
Hisao,
Yeah?
what's the word for when everything in the world...
you fucking had to!
You bitch.
I think I don't really understand you.
I don't think I understand you either. I believe that's fine, though. There's not a single hint of despair in our voices. Not understanding each other is only natural. The walls we set up between ourselves couldn't possibly be broken down in a single day. But that's fine. As long as we take it day by day and try to understand one another, I think everything will be okay. As we walk down the street, though, Hanako's eyes flick to my face and back to the street repeatedly. Has something on your mind? You look restless. She slows before stopping completely. When I turn to meet her, she takes a long, deep breath, looking at my face intently. This expression, I saw it once before on her face. Just once when I accidentally surprised her in her room.
I think I have something I need to give you.
What is it? You don't need to be evasive about it.
I wanted to give you this for a long, long time. But now that I need to, it's too embarrassing.
Don't worry. I'll accept it, whatever it is. She gives a sweet, bashful smile before taking my shoulder in her hand.
And please accept my first gift to you, Hisao.
Hanako?
Moi.
Perfect reenactment.
For like half a second, I thought Kenji was in the background.
Imagine. Oh, he would have a field day.
You man ho.
Huh?
That's a very bad muffin.
Yeah.
Did we actually make it?
We did, boys.
Let's go!
It took down to the second. Oh my god.
Oh shit! What I just went over? Oh no, heater. We're good.
Well,
Well,
quick
yeah,
thoughts before. Kane, do you want to say anything? Because you got to run, right?
I can work in 3 minutes.
If you need to
I
go,
mean, let's,
go.
should we just...
I'll be back. I'll rejoin as soon as I'm done. That could be anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. Feel free to talk without me. I'll give my thoughts in a bit.
I mean, I won't... We'll stop the stream before then.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you-
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna be in the... I'll stay on the Discord call for another half an hour to an hour. So
Okay,
so
I
you
have
can
to
hop
go.
back in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Alright, there you guys
Well.
go. That's Hanako's route.
That was good. I liked Rin's better, but that was definitely very good.
I also think
Interesting.
that the sort of way that we played Hanako's route
True.
sort of did a disservice to it.
It did almost, and also I was expecting it to boil more towards the end.
Yeah, it was
It
weird.
boiled in that last scene, and that was really nice. But I wanted
Well,
more.
I
climax.
think the disconnect between events is what really sort of stopped that from happening. Because if we're
That's
gonna work
true.
with the boiling metaphor here, the pot was very much already simmering in that scene if we didn't shut up
Pause.
CD.
That's true. If we
the,
didn't,
the pot
shut
would
up.
have already been simmering. That Hanako's route specifically, and this is something that I think applies specifically to her route, really benefits from it being played quickly, because it's the focus of the route is these very raw emotional clashes, and so if you slow it down and drag it out over the course of nearly 2 months, it loses a lot of its potency, just because everything has a lot more time to sit. And honestly, I will say this, I think, having played this game twice, I like Hanako's route more than the first time I played it, and because the reason for that is when I sort of pull back from it, I can notice these very subtle clues and indicators of what Hanako's really thinking that Hisao completely misses. That being said, the degree to which I liked Hanako's route more is smaller than the degree to which I liked Rin's route more. And so I'd say they are now... I don't think trying to compare them after that reread is really a fair thing, because I do think we sort of did a disservice to Hanako's route with how slow we played it.
It's weird. I feel like I don't know if I want to, but I feel like I would have to go and reread Rin's and Hanako's route in quick succession to compare them, because I remember at the time thinking very highly of Rin's route, but at the moment I'm like so lost in what I thought about it.
Right.
I would like to go.
What I think
Rin's
Rin's
route.
route has over
I'll never get to
Hanako's
that though.
is it has a lot more staying power. It's just very present in your mind. It's very intentional in the way that it leaves a lot of the story threads sort of ambiguous. Whereas Hanako's really does try to resolve everything. And that's not a point for or against either of them. It's just how they wanted to tell their story. And that's why I think the very slow boil way that we played Rin's route was a lot more impactful than trying to do Hanako's route on a slow boil. Because if, again, as I mentioned before, Hanako's route is sort of built on these very raw clashes of emotion that aren't as potent if they're as drawn out as we made them. but I still really enjoyed that. And I just
Yeah.
the ending of Hanako's route is really
No,
good.
that was definitely like the best
that adulthood is one of the best scenes in the entire game. So yeah.
part. I'm sorry. Winova
Priest,
came on and
is Priest even still
Wait.
here?
I'm playing Smash Brothers. So sort of.
Alright, I think if you guys don't have anything else to say, I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and stop the stream. More than anything,
you need to
because
get to sleep.
No, I just need to go to the bathroom.
Oh well, touche. That would
Wait,
affect it
before
too.
you
All right.
watch the bad ending CD, we are planning right now to,
doing that.
once we finish the entire game, go back and play the scenes that we missed, which includes the bad endings. So if you want to wait for that, that will be an option. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here. Thank you all so much for coming, and by you all, I mean CD4TC the GOAT.
Woo!
And
know and love it.
hopefully someone watching this VOD, though by the time that you are, I will have hopefully censored it. But thank you all so much for watching, and we will hopefully be back next week or the week after with more of this. Ciao.